The Alchemist's Blueprint, a comprehensive report on your journey of consciousness and transformation. Your ascent to unparalleled potential. Aaron, this report encapsulates a groundbreaking endeavor, a bespoke framework for your accelerated healing, profound transformation, and the conscious expansion of your potential. We have meticulously decoded your unique energetic blueprint through the lens of Adonisian Astrology, integrated cutting-edge neuroscientific understanding of Cerebrospinal Fluid, CSF, and brain plasticity, and formulated a precise 13-step alchemical schedule. This personalized journey is designed to optimize your internal environment for neurogenesis, enhance neuroplasticity, and facilitate profound states of consciousness, ushering you into an era of unparalleled well-being, performance, and spiritual insight. You stand at the precipice of not just self-improvement, but self-mastery. Traditional wisdom meets modern science in the philosophy of Adonisian Astrology. This isn't merely a predictive tool. It's a profound diagnostic and alchemical mirror reflecting your soul's deepest architecture. By utilizing precise astronomical positions of celestial bodies in their true constellations, we gain an unparalleled understanding of your inherent energetic hotspots, the Adonisian joints and chakras that hold the keys to your unique strengths, challenges, and ultimate evolutionary pathway. We have moved beyond conventional interpretations to reveal the dynamic interplay of cosmic forces within you, particularly focusing on your sun in Ophiuchus, highlighting your core identity's inherent connection to profound transformation, healing, and the holding of immense spiritual power. Your activated Holy Grail, Descendant in Scorpio at the Coccyx, a central revelation. Your first Muladhara chakra is innately activated, symbolizing that the sacred cerebrospinal fluid, CSF, the very God seed, is already flowing within you. This is a rare and powerful advantage, confirming your inherent capacity for deep inner work and consciousness expansion. Your energetic hotspots, the specific Adonisian joints. For you, left hip, right wrist, right knee, left shoulder, left knee, right hip, right foot, and right elbow, and their corresponding chakra themes, Muladhara, Anahata, and Vishuddha, that define your unique energetic landscape, providing precise points of engagement for healing and transformation. Your Adonisian chart is not a static destiny, it's a dynamic blueprint for the alchemy of the self. Every energetic configuration, every challenge illuminated, represents a profound opportunity for transmutation. Through conscious engagement with your unique strengths and shadow aspects, from the intensity of Ophiuchus to the discerning nature of Virgo and the relational dynamics of Libra, we unlock your inherent capacity to transmute challenge into wisdom, convert resistance into flexibility, self-criticism into self-acceptance, and external pressures into inner fortitude. Integrated polarities. Harmonize the masculine and feminine, the active and receptive, the individual and collective within your being, fostering true wholeness. Elevated consciousness. Move beyond habitual patterns into states of expanded awareness, intuition, and profound inner peace. This is the conscious process of refining your essence, leveraging your innate power to shape your reality from within. Thirdly, the scientific nexus, CSF, neurogenesis, and the embodied mind. Our deep research has illuminated the profound scientific underpinnings of your alchemical journey. The practices we recommend are rooted in a sophisticated understanding of your body's most intricate systems. Cerebrospinal fluid, CSF, the brain's master conductor. This vital fluid, protecting and nourishing your brain and spinal cord, is critical for nutrient transport, waste removal via the lymphatic system, and neurological health. Its optimal flow is paramount for higher cognitive function and consciousness. Neurogenesis and neuroplasticity, the brain that heals itself. Scientific evidence increasingly supports that sustained periods of deep meditative stillness and mindful practices create the ideal conditions for neurogenesis, the generation of new brain cells, and dramatically enhance neuroplasticity, allowing your brain to literally rewire itself. This means accelerated healing from past traumas, enhanced cognitive abilities, and an unparalleled capacity for mental and emotional resilience. The embodied mind, breathwork, and somatics as catalysts. We understand that your mind and body are intrinsically linked. Conscious breathing, pranayama, and somatic movement practices subtly influence intrathoracic and intracranial pressure, stimulate the vagus nerve, and release facial restrictions, all of which are vital for promoting optimal CSF circulation and the efficiency of your lymphatic system, your brain's unique waste removal pathway. This deep physiological support creates the fertile ground for profound inner experiences. Your Bespoke Alchemical New Moon Schedule, a 13-step ascent to consciousness transformation. This is the pinnacle of your personalized program, a 13-step alchemical journey, precisely timed with the true astronomical new moons from July 2025 to July 2026. Each new moon offers a unique energetic portal, a bespoke moment to engage with the specific facets of your being. This schedule is designed to optimize your internal environment for the natural emergence of profound consciousness states, potentially associated with the release of endogenous compounds that facilitate mystical experiences and deep healing. It is a targeted invitation to coax the sacred CSF, leveraging your already activated Holy Grail at the Coccyx, the negative feminine pole of the energetic circuit. These practices are meticulously designed to powerfully facilitate the upward current of this sacred CSF towards your 7th chakra and pineal gland, the positive masculine pole at the crown of your head. This ascent is crucial for unlocking peak states of awareness. Witness the inner light show. Many who embark on this deep inner work report experiencing a powerful light show behind their closed eyelids. This vivid visual phenomenon, often experienced even in initial sessions, serves as a remarkable indicator of heightened brain activity and the expansion of consciousness. It is a direct testament to the activated state of your brain and the surging flow of sacred energy. Leverage elevated forces. Each new moon, where the constellation directly corresponds to a natal placement in your Adonisian chart, signifies an elevated force. These are exceptionally potent windows to dive into the specific themes of that activated joint and chakra, amplifying your healing and transformative power and capacity for that lunar cycle. Each monthly guide provides specific Adonisian joint and chakra healing insights, the palace it touches, a predictive statement for the cycle, tailored somatic exercises to facilitate optimal fluid flow and release, and a guide to natural foods that nourish the associated chakras. Embracing your journey, the path forward. Erin, this is more than a program. It is an invitation to consciously co-create your reality from a place of profound inner wisdom and power. By committing to these practices, you are not only optimizing your neurological health and performance, but also stepping fully into your role as a modern alchemist, capable of transforming challenges into gold and expanding the very frontiers of human consciousness. Your unique blueprint, combined with this precise methodology, positions you for unparalleled levels of healing, transformation, and self-mastery. The journey ahead promises not just deeper understanding, but tangible shifts in your well-being, your connection to self and others, and your capacity to navigate the world with extraordinary clarity and power. Embrace this alchemical journey. The future is yours to consciously shape. Don't look for the Holy Grail, for you are the Holy Grail. The Sun in Ophiuchus, the Alchemist of the Self. Constellation, Ophiuchus. Associated joint, the left hip. Associated chakra, the first muladhara of holding of power of feminine self. The palace placement, the 8th palace of your relationship with energy, transformation, and the occult. Your Sun in Ophiuchus is a rare and profound celestial signature, marking you as an individual deeply attuned to processes of healing, transformation, and the revelation of hidden truths. Unlike any other solar placement, Ophiuchus grants a unique capacity to navigate the liminal spaces between worlds, between what is known and unknown, seen and unseen, light and shadow. This isn't merely a life purpose, it's an inherent drive to unearth, transmute, and ultimately restore. You are intrinsically an alchemist, capable of taking what is dense or concealed and bringing it into a state of higher clarity and function. This could manifest as a powerful ability to heal yourself and others, to transform challenging situations, or to uncover profound insights that shift paradigms. There's a magnetic, intense quality to your presence, drawing others to your transformative energy. The energetic interplay of this placement is particularly revealing. The left hip joint. This joint, as the foundation of your movement and stability, is the physical nexus for your Ophiuchus Sun. It suggests that your core identity and life purpose are fundamentally connected to how you carry yourself through life's steep changes, how you support your own journey, and how you embody the stability needed to navigate profound energetic shifts. Any challenges or strengths in this area relate directly to your ability to step into your authentic, transformative power. The first Muladhara chakra of holding of power of the feminine self. The root chakra grounds your Ophiuchus Sun, but with the specific nuance of holding of power of feminine self. This indicates that your most potent, creative, and transformative power stems from a deep connection to your intuitive, receptive, and perhaps unconventional internal wisdom. Your sense of core security and groundedness is tied to your capacity to embody this inherent, often quiet, yet immensely powerful, feminine, not gender specific but energetic, force within yourself, and to wield it effectively for transformation. The 8th palace, your relationship with energy, transformation, and the occult. Your Ophiuchus Sun resides powerfully within the 8th palace. This signifies that your core identity and life's central purpose are inextricably linked to navigating, mastering, and ultimately transforming collective and personal energies. You are destined to engage with themes of shared resources, profound psychological depths, intimacy, and the cycles of death and rebirth, metaphorical or literal. Your alchemical purpose often unfolds through intense, shared experiences that demand deep psychological insight and an understanding of underlying currents. Your leadership and influence may come from your ability to transform not just yourself, but also the very systems and relationships you are a part of. In essence, Aaron, your sun in Ophiuchus positions you as a master transformer, someone whose very being is dedicated to revealing truth, facilitating healing, and evolving through intense experiences. This journey is grounded in a deep internal wisdom, the Muladhara chakra of the left hip, and plays out on the grand stage of shared transformation and power dynamics, the eighth palace, the new moon in Libra, the harmonious heart and instinctive balance, constellation Libra, associated joint, right wrist, associated chakra, fourth anahata of accepting the world, the palace placement, the sixth palace, the palace of your approach to well-being and service. Your moon in Libra reveals an emotional blueprint, deeply wired for harmony, balance, and equitable relationships. At a fundamental level, you are instinctively drawn to fairness, seeking equilibrium in all interactions and environments. Emotional comfort for you often arises from a sense of peace and cooperation, and you may possess a natural aversion to conflict, striving to mediate or find common ground. Your inner world is likely a refined space where aesthetics and graceful interaction are highly valued. This placement suggests that your emotional well-being is intrinsically linked to how well you can achieve a state of emotional equilibrium both within yourself and in your closest connections. You intuitively understand the give and take of relationships and feel most secure when partnerships are built on mutual respect and shared understanding. The energetic interplay of this placement is profoundly insightful. The right wrist joint. This joint is the physical nexus for your emotional moon in Libra. The right wrist, often associated with action, giving, and precise interaction with the external world, indicates that your emotional expression and nurturing instincts are channeled through how you engage, offer support, and maintain balance in your active life. Challenges or strengths here can reflect your emotional dexterity in navigating daily exchanges and partnerships, influencing your ability to execute emotionally balanced interactions. The fourth anahata chakra of accepting the world. The heart chakra, specifically with a theme of accepting the world, grounds your Libra moon. This suggests that your deepest emotional peace and capacity for love are attained through an open-hearted acceptance of reality as it is, including its inherent imperfections and dualities. Your ability to find emotional balance is predicated on releasing resistance and embracing the full spectrum of experiences, fostering compassion for yourself and others. This acceptance becomes the wellspring of your emotional harmony. The sixth palace, your approach to well-being and service. Your moon in Libra resides within the sixth palace. This signifies that your emotional needs and intuitive responses are often expressed and fulfilled through your daily routines, your work, and your approach to health and service. You likely find emotional satisfaction in bringing balance and refinement to your everyday tasks, providing harmonious service to others, and maintaining a meticulous approach to your personal well-being. This placement suggests an emotional inclination to perfect your environment and processes, and to offer support in a thoughtful, equitable manner. Mercury in Sagittarius, the philosophical seeker and expansive communicator. Constellation Sagittarius, associated joint, right knee, associated chakra, the first muladhara of pride's effects on moving forward. The palace placement, the ninth palace, the palace of your purpose, higher knowledge, and spiritual philosophy. Your Mercury in Sagittarius imbues your intellect with an expansive, philosophical, and truth-seeking quality. You possess a mind that naturally seeks the bigger picture, constantly striving for higher understanding, universal principles, and profound wisdom. Your communication style is likely direct, enthusiastic, and often inspirational, driven by a desire to share your insights and inspire a broader perspective in others. There's a natural inclination towards learning through experience, travel, and engaging with diverse philosophical systems. You are not content with superficial explanations. You seek the ultimate meaning. This placement suggests that your mental processes are geared towards exploration, often leading you to question existing paradigms and articulate a vision for the future. You may possess a remarkable ability to see beyond current limitations and communicate complex ideas with conviction and optimism. The energetic interplay of this placement offers a deeper understanding. The right knee joint. This joint is the physical nexus for your Mercury in Sagittarius. The right knee, vital for forward motion, independence, and taking decisive steps, indicates that your intellectual journey and communicative expression are profoundly linked to how you propel yourself into new experiences and ideas. Challenges or strengths in this joint reflect how effectively your beliefs and knowledge empower your personal progress and independent thought. The first Muladhara chakra of Pride's effects on moving forward. The root chakra, with the specific themes of Pride's effects on moving forward, grounds your Sagittarian Mercury. This reveals that your fundamental sense of security and your drive to advance intellectually are intrinsically tied to how you navigate the influence of pride or ego. Your ability to articulate higher truths and pursue philosophical understanding is deeply impacted by whether pride hinders your openness to new ideas or fuels your confident pursuit of purpose. Overcoming any restrictive aspects of pride allows your intellectual forward momentum to truly flourish. The ninth palace, your purpose, higher knowledge, and spiritual philosophy. Your Mercury in Sagittarius resides powerfully within the ninth palace. This signifies that your intellect and communication are central to your quest for meaning, your engagement with higher education, formal or informal, and the development of your personal spiritual philosophy. Your mind is naturally drawn to grand ideas, ethical considerations, and exploring diverse worldviews. Your communication is a tool for sharing your purpose and often serves to guide others towards greater understanding. This placement highlights that your intellectual growth and expression are pivotal to fulfilling your broader life's purpose and inspiring others towards their own higher truths. In essence, Erin, your Mercury in Sagittarius marks you as a dynamic intellectual explorer and truth teller whose very thought processes are geared towards seeking and articulating profound wisdom. This mental quest is deeply connected to how your inherent drives and sense of self impact your forward movement, unfolding primarily in the realm of your higher purpose and philosophical insights. Venus in Virgo, the discerning heart and refined value. Constellation, Virgo. Associated joint, left wrist. Associated chakra, the fourth anahata of accepting situations with ease. The palace placement, the fifth palace of your capacity for enjoyment, creativity, and self-expression. Your Venus in Virgo signifies a heart that is discerning, analytical, and seeks perfection and purity in its connections and values. You are drawn to refinement, precision, and an unspoken integrity in your relationships. Affection for you is often expressed through thoughtful acts of service, meticulous attention to detail, and a desire to be genuinely helpful to those you care about. You value honesty, conscientiousness, and partners who share your commitment to self-improvement and practical contribution. Your aesthetic appreciation leans towards understated elegance, functionality, and things that are well crafted and pure in form. This placement suggests that you approach love and beauty with a critical, yet devoted eye, always striving to refine and improve your connections, seeking a harmonious and healthy dynamic. This energetic interplay of this placement offers profound insight. The left wrist joint. This joint serves as the physical nexus for your Venus in Virgo. The left wrist, associated with precise execution, giving, and receiving in a controlled manner, indicates that your capacity for love, your values, and your ability to attract are intricately tied to your meticulous actions and the ease with which you accept and adapt to situations. Your acts of service in relationships are channeled through this point, impacting your ability to gracefully offer support and demonstrate care through detailed effort. The fourth Anahata chakra of accepting situations with ease. The heart chakra, specifically with the theme of accepting situations with ease, grounds your Venus in Virgo. This reveals that your emotional center, and thus your capacity for love and harmonious connection, is deeply influenced by your ability to find serenity and acceptance amidst life circumstances. When you can embrace situations with ease, your heart opens to more refined and pure expressions of love, allowing you to connect with greater grace and authenticity. This acceptance fosters the balanced emotional flow necessary for your relationships to flourish. The fifth palace, your capacity for enjoyment, creativity, and self-expression. Your Venus in Virgo resides within the fifth palace. This signifies that your capacity for enjoyment, your creative expression, and your approach to romance are meticulously curated and often expressed through acts of service or a refined attention to detail. You find joy in perfecting your creative endeavors, in the purity of your romantic intentions, and in expressing yourself through precise, often, most times, helpful means. Your relationships and values deeply influence your self-expression, leading you to create and experience pleasure in an ordered and discerning manner. In essence, Erin, your Venus in Virgo defines you as someone whose heart is deeply discerning, finding love and value in purity, integrity, and practical expressions of care. This nuanced approach to connection and aesthetics is channeled through a meticulous and accepting nature, particularly manifesting in your creative and expressive life domains. Mars in Virgo, the strategic and meticulous executor. Constellation, Virgo. Associated joint, left wrist. Associated chakra, the fourth anahata of accepting situations with ease. The palace placement, same as with his lover Venus, the fifth palace of your capacity for enjoyment, creativity, and self-expression. Your Mars in Virgo signifies a drive that is inherently strategic, meticulous, and keenly focused on efficiency and perfection. Unlike raw aggression, your assertiveness is channeled through careful planning, analytical prowess, and an unwavering attention to detail. You are motivated by a desire to improve, to perfect processes, and to ensure that your efforts yield precise and optimal results. Your willpower is expressed not through brute force, but through a methodical, often refined approach to achieving your objectives. You find satisfaction in doing things right and can be a highly effective problem solver. This placement suggests that your actions are typically well considered, practical, and aimed at tangible improvements, driven by a powerful inner standard of excellence. The energetic interplay of this placement offers profound insight. The left wrist joint, as the physical nexus for your Mars in Virgo, The left wrist, associated with precise execution and controlled engagement with the world, indicates how your assertive energy is channeled. Your actions are often characterized by skill, dexterity, and a careful application of force or effort. Any tension or strength in this area can reveal how effectively you wield your will with meticulousness, impacting your ability to execute tasks and express your drive with precision and grace. The fourth Anahata chakra of accepting situations with ease. The heart chakra, specifically with the theme of accepting situations with ease, grounds your Mars in Virgo. This reveals that your capacity for assertive action and your drive are profoundly influenced by your emotional openness and adaptability. When you can approach situations with a sense of calm acceptance, your actions become more fluid, precise, and effective, free from the friction of resistance. This acceptance allows your energy to flow efficiently towards your goals, fostering a more harmonious and powerful expression of your will. The fifth palace, your capacity for enjoyment, creativity, and self-expression. Your Mars in Virgo resides within the fifth palace, with his lover Venus, so he's very happy. This signifies that your drive, ambition, and assertive energy are often directed towards your creative pursuits, personal enjoyment, and unique forms of self-expression. You likely pour your meticulous energy into hobbies, artistic endeavors, or even the strategic play within your profession, finding satisfaction in perfecting your craft. Your actions in areas of pleasure and creation are characterized by a refined and analytical approach, striving for excellence and precise execution. In essence, Erin, your Mars in Virgo defines you as a strategic and highly effective executor whose drive is channeled through meticulous attention to detail and a profound desire for perfection. Your assertive actions are grounded in emotional acceptance and directed towards refining and excelling in your creative and expressive endeavors. The Ascendant, the rising of Earth in Taurus, the grounded and resolute presence. Constellation, Taurus, associated joint, left shoulder, associated chakra, the fifth Vishuddha of burdens or duties carried out for others. Palace placement, the first palace of your core identity and self-expression. Your ascendant in Taurus bestows upon you a presence that is inherently grounded, steady, and resolute. You emanate an aura of reliability, calm strength, and a deep connection to the tangible world. Others perceive you as someone dependable, patient, and possessing a quiet yet formidable determination. There's a natural appreciation for comfort, stability, and aesthetic beauty in your immediate environment. You tend to approach life with a deliberate, persistent pace, and once you set your sights on a goal, you possess the innate stamina to see it through. This placement suggests that your initial approach to new situations is often measured and practical, and you present yourself with an understated power, exuding an unwavering sense of self. The energetic interplay of this placement offers profound insight. The left shoulder joint. This joint is the physical nexus for your ascendant in Taurus. The left shoulder, symbolizing the capacity to bear weight, responsibility, and support, indicates that your very presentation and core identity are deeply intertwined with the burdens or duties you consciously or unconsciously carry for others. Your physical posture and how you carry yourself in the world subtly communicate your willingness to take on significant roles and obligations. Any tension or strength in this area can reflect how you embody these responsibilities. The fifth Vishuddha chakra of burdens or duties carried out for others. The throat chakra, specifically with the theme of burdens or duties carried out for others, grounds your Taurus ascendant. This reveals that your self-expression, your authentic voice, and your ability to communicate your truth are intricately connected to the responsibilities you bear for others. When you effectively express the weight of these duties, your communication becomes powerful and resonant, solidifying your identity as someone who provides steadfast support and carries significant influence. The first palace, your core identity and self-expression. Your ascendant is naturally the ruler of your first palace. With Taurus here, it signifies that your core identity, the physical body, and how you present yourself to the world are fundamentally shaped by a need for stability, a love of comfort, and a profound, often unyielding sense of self-worth. You express your individuality through a grounded and persistent demeanor, reflecting a personal magnetism that derives from your unwavering and reliable nature. In essence, Erin, your ascendant in Taurus defines you as a grounded and enduring presence whose very identity is rooted in a steadfast approach to life and a natural inclination to shoulder burdens for the collective. Your quiet strength and resolute self-expressions are foundational to your path and helpful to the rest of the world. Jupiter in Ophiuchus, the expansive alchemist of hidden truths. Constellation, Ophiuchus. The associated joint, the left hip. The associated chakra, the first Muladhara chakra of the holding of the power of feminine self. The palace placement, the 8th palace, the palace of your relationship with energy, transformation, and the occult. Your Jupiter in Ophiuchus signifies that your greatest expansion, wisdom, and fortune opportunities arise directly from engaging with processes of profound transformation, the uncovering of hidden realities, and deep healing. Your philosophical outlook is broad, fearless, and delves into the unseen dimensions of existence. You find wisdom not in conventional dogma, but in the depths of experience, especially those that demand a shedding of the old to embrace the new. Your inherent optimism and belief system are rooted in the understanding that immense growth comes through facing and transmuting challenging or complex energies. Abundance flows to you when you bravely step into your role as a catalyst for change and a revealer of deeper truths. This placement suggests a life path where your generosity and sense of justice are applied to issues that require profound insight and a willingness to operate outside conventional boundaries. The energetic interplay of this placement offers profound insight. The left hip joint. As the physical nexus for your Jupiter in Ophiuchus, the left hip, symbolizing foundational support and integral movement, indicates that your capacity for expansion and your philosophical grounding are intricately tied to how you embody your transformative power. Your ability to grow and achieve profound wisdom is connected to your core stability and your willingness to move through deep internal and external shifts, carrying the weight of significant personal and shared transformations. The first Muladhara chakra of the holding of power of feminine self. The root chakra, specifically with the theme of holding of power of feminine self, grounds your Jupiter in Ophiuchus. This reveals that your sense of abundance and your expansive philosophical outlook are deeply rooted in your fundamental security and your connection to an innate, perhaps unconventional, feminine, meaning intuitive, receptive, and nurturing power. When you fully embrace and wield this internal power, your opportunities for growth and your capacity to inspire others through your wisdom multiply. This chakra ensures your expansion is grounded and authentic. The 8th palace of your relationship with energy, transformation, and the occult. Your Jupiter in Ophiuchus resides powerfully within the 8th palace. This signifies that your greatest opportunities for growth, good fortune, and the development of your higher philosophy are found within the domains of shared resources, profound psychological transformations, intimacy, and engaging with the deeper, often hidden currents of existence. Your expansive nature thrives when exploring the mysteries of life and death, metaphorical or literal, or when facilitating profound shifts in partnerships and collective endeavors. You are destined to find liberation and wisdom through engaging directly with transformative power dynamics. In essence, Erin, your Jupiter in Ophiuchus marks you as an expansive transformer and a philosophical guide whose growth and good fortune are intricately linked to your courage in delving into the depths of reality, harnessing an innate powerful wisdom, and facilitating profound change in shared spaces. Saturn in Libra, the master of balanced commitment and just order. Constellation, Libra, associated joint, right wrist. Associated chakra, the 4th anahata of accepting the world. The palace placement, the 6th palace, the palace of your approach to well-being and service. Your Saturn in Libra indicates a profound life lesson centered around mastering balance, commitment, and the art of harmonious relationships. You are compelled to develop robust structures within your partnerships and to approach all forms of interaction with a deep sense of fairness and justice. Challenges and growth opportunities will arise in situations demanding negotiation, compromise, and the responsible upholding of agreements. Your sense of authority and maturity solidifies as you learn to navigate interpersonal dynamics with integrity, valuing equity above all else. You are here to learn the true discipline of interdependence and to build enduring, equitable connections. This placement suggests that your path to mastery involves overcoming any tendencies towards indecisiveness or people pleasing. Ultimately, finding strength in clear, balanced commitments. The energetic interplay of this placement offers profound insight. The right wrist joint. This joint is the physical nexus for your Saturn in Libra. The right wrist, associated with precise execution and deliberate interaction with the external world, signifies that your lessons in discipline and responsibility are channeled through how you engage with others and manage the practicalities of relationships. Any challenges or strengths in this joint can reflect your ability to physically enact fairness, commitment, and the precise give and take required in your partnerships and daily duties. The heart chakra, specifically with the theme of accepting the world, grounds your Saturn in Libra. This reveals that your journey of discipline and commitment is deeply tied to your capacity for open-hearted acceptance of reality, including the imperfections and dualities inherent in relationships and the world at large. When you can embrace situations with a sense of compassionate understanding, your ability to build stable and equitable connections flourishes, making your efforts towards balance more authentic and resilient. The 6th palace of your approach to well-being and service. Your Saturn in Libra resides powerfully within the 6th palace. This signifies that your greatest lessons, responsibilities, and areas for building mastery are found within your daily routines, your work, and your approach to health and service. You are compelled to bring structure, discipline, and a sense of justice to your everyday commitments. This could manifest as a rigorous work ethic, a meticulous approach to well being, or a dedication to serving others with integrity and precision. Your path to mastery involves finding disciplined methods to maintain your health and provide high quality service, often through balanced and equitable interactions. In essence, Erin, your Saturn in Libra defines you as a master builder of harmonious structures, whose path to authority and discipline is forged through a deep commitment to a balanced sense of relationships and a meticulous sense of accepting your approach to your daily duties and service. Uranus in Ophiuchus, the alchemical revolutionary and awakener of depths. Constellation, Ophiuchus. Associated joint, left hip. Associated chakra, the first muladhara of the holding of power of the feminine self. Palace placement, 8th palace, the palace of your relationship with energy, transformation, and the occult. Your Uranus in Ophiuchus signifies a deeply unconventional, revolutionary, and often disruptive approach to healing, transformation, and the revelation of hidden truths. You possess an innate urge to break through established norms and awaken consciousness in areas that are often concealed or considered taboo. Your individuality shines brightest when you are challenging stagnant energies, bringing unexpected insights to complex situations, or pioneering new paths and understanding deeper realities. There's a brilliant flashes of insight quality to your innovation, often leading to sudden and profound shifts in perspective for yourself and those around you. You are, at your core, an agent of radical change, especially in matters concerning truth and the dismantling of illusions. This placement suggests that your path involves periodic, perhaps abrupt, shifts that propel you towards greater authenticity and a more profound understanding of universal forces. The energetic interplay of this placement offers profound insight. The left hip joint. This joint serves as the physical nexus for your Uranus in Ophiuchus. The left hip, representing foundational stability and the ability to move forward, indicates that your revolutionary spirit and drive for freedom are intricately tied to your core energetic blueprint. Uranus here suggests that unexpected shifts or liberating transformations might occur in relation to your physical grounding or your very foundation upon which you build your life. Your ability to embody and channel your unique transformative power can manifest in unconventional ways through your physical being and how you navigate your path. The first Muladhara chakra of the holding of power of feminine self. The root chakra, specifically with the theme of holding of the power of feminine self, grounds your Uranus in Ophiuchus. This reveals that your capacity for radical innovation and your individualistic awakening are profoundly connected to your primal sense of security and an innate, powerful wisdom. Uranus here can signify an unconventional or even shocking expression of this feminine self power, such as sudden insights that disrupt traditional notions of grounding and authority. Your liberation comes from an authentic and perhaps disruptive embrace of this core, inherent strength. The 8th palace, your relationship with energy, transformation, and the occult. Your Uranus in Ophiuchus resides powerfully within the 8th palace. This signifies that your drive for innovation, your individual freedom, and your most significant awakenings are deeply intertwined with the domains of shared resources, profound psychological transformation, intimacy, and the hidden currents of existence. You are likely to experience sudden breakthroughs or revolutionary changes in how you handle shared power, confront deep seated issues, or engage with the transformative cycles of life and death. Your genius may lie in your unique ability to bring light to the occult or to innovate within complex, often unseen systems. In essence, Erin, your Uranus in Ophiuchus marks you as a pioneering force of transformation and liberation, whose unique genius manifests by fearlessly disrupting the status quo and bringing radical insights to profound, often hidden aspects of life and energy. This is deeply rooted in your core power and unfolds within the crucible of shared transformation. Neptune in Sagittarius, the visionary seeker of higher truth. Constellation Sagittarius. Associated joint, right knee. Associated chakra, the first muladhara of Pride's effects on moving forward. The palace placement, the ninth palace. The palace of your purpose, higher knowledge, and spiritual philosophy. Your Neptune in Sagittarius signifies a profound spiritual idealism and an expansive intuitive capacity, and a deep yearning for higher truths and universal meaning. You possess a boundless imagination when it comes to philosophical concepts, spiritual paths, and the grander purpose of existence. Your intuition is often guided by a strong sense of faith and optimism, leading you to explore diverse spiritual traditions, esoteric knowledge, or humanitarian ideals across cultures. There's a natural inclination to dissolve boundaries in your quest for understanding, sometimes leading to a blurring of lines between reality and idealism, but ultimately fostering a compassionate and visionary worldview. You are, at your core, a seeker of spiritual liberation through the pursuit of universal wisdom. This placement suggests that your spiritual journey is one of expansive exploration, where your ideals can inspire profound shifts in your own beliefs and those around you. The energetic interplay of this placement offers profound insight. The right knee joint. This joint serves as the physical nexus for your Neptune in Sagittarius. The right knee, symbolizing forward motion, direction, and independence, indicates that your spiritual path, idealistic visions, and intuitive insights are intricately tied to how you move forward in life. Neptune here can suggest a fluidity or sensitivity in your path, and the themes of Pride's effects on moving forward implies that your spiritual progress and ability to manifest your ideals are deeply impacted by your capacity to transcend ego-driven motivations. The first Muladhara chakra of Pride's effects on moving forward, the root chakra, specifically with the theme of Pride's effects on moving forward, grounds your Neptune in Sagittarius. This reveals that your fundamental sense of security and your spiritual connection are intrinsically linked to how you navigate the influence of pride or ego on your personal and spiritual journey. Your capacity for boundless spiritual exploration and intuitive wisdom is profoundly impacted by whether pride acts as a barrier or a catalyst for your forward movement and connection to universal truth. True spiritual grounding arises when pride is integrated or transcended. The ninth palace, your purpose, higher knowledge, and spiritual philosophy. Your Neptune in Sagittarius resides powerfully within the ninth palace. This signifies that your spiritual idealism, intuitive insights, and quest for meaning are central to your overarching life purpose. You are destined to explore and perhaps even dissolve traditional boundaries in your pursuit of higher knowledge, philosophical truths, and a universal spiritual understanding. Your dreams and inspirations are often linked to a global or collective vision, influencing your ethics, values, and how you articulate your purpose. This placement speaks to a profound connection to the spiritual dimensions of your personal philosophy and a life path driven by an expansive search for truth. In essence, Erin, your Neptune in Sagittarius defines you as a visionary spiritual explorer whose profound intuition and expansive idealism guide your quest for higher knowledge and purpose. This journey is intimately connected to how your inherent drives and pride influence your ability to move forward on your path, unfolding within the grand domains of philosophy and spiritual discovery. Ceres in Capricorn, the structured nurturer and resourceful achiever. Constellation, Capricorn. Associated joint, left knee. Associated chakra, the first Muladhara of humility in moving forward. The palace placement, the 10th palace, the palace of your career, public standing, and aspirations. Your Ceres in Capricorn signifies a nurturing style that is inherently practical, disciplined, and focused on providing tangible support and long-term security. You express care through responsible actions, by creating stable structures, and by ensuring that resources are managed efficiently for enduring benefit. You feel nurtured when you are meeting your responsibilities, achieving your goals, and building something substantial. Your attachments are often to security, tradition, and reliable foundations, valuing persistence and effort in both giving and receiving. You thrive in environments where your contributions are recognized for their practical value and consistency. This placement suggests that your approach to self-care and caring for others is grounded in a sense of duty, a methodical approach to sustenance, and a desire to build something lasting. The energetic interplay of this placement offers profound insight. This joint serves as the physical nexus for your Ceres in Capricorn. The left knee, associated with forward momentum, endurance, and the capacity to sustain effort through challenges, indicates that your nurturing style and resource management are intricately tied to your disciplined progression. Any tension or strength in this area can reflect how effectively you maintain your resolve in nurturing efforts and how your capacity to move forward is balanced with humility and persistence. The first Muladhara chakra of humility in moving forward. The root chakra, specifically with the theme of humility in moving forward, grounds your Ceres in Capricorn. This reveals that your fundamental sense of security and your ability to nurture are deeply connected to your capacity for humility in the pursuit of ambition. When you can approach your goals and responsibilities with a grounded sense of self and an openness to learn, your ability to create lasting security and provide genuine care is greatly enhanced. This chakra ensures your nurturing efforts are both potent and wisely directed. The 10th palace, your career, public standing, and aspirations. Your Ceres in Capricorn resides powerfully within the 10th palace. This signifies that your capacity for nurturing, your resourcefulness, and your attachment patterns are deeply integrated into your public life, career, and highest aspirations. You likely find profound satisfaction in careers or roles that allow you to provide stable structures, manage significant resources, or nurture long-term goals. Your public image may often be associated with your reliability, your work ethic, and your ability to provide consistent, tangible support. This placement points to a life path where professional achievement and public standing are intricately woven with your ability to sustain and build. In essence, Aaron, your series in Capricorn defines you as a disciplined and resourceful nurturer whose capacity for care and resource management is fundamentally tied to your humility and persistence in building lasting foundations, particularly within your public and professional life. Chiron in Taurus, the healer of value and the burden of self worth. Constellation Taurus, associated joint, left shoulder, associated chakra, the fifth Vishuddha, of burdens or duties carried out for others. Palace placement, the first palace of your core identity and self expression. Your Chiron in Taurus points to a core wound that often revolves around themes of self worth, material security, personal values, or the physical body itself. There may have been early experiences that challenged your intrinsic value, your sense of groundedness, or your fundamental right to possess and enjoy resources. This wound can manifest as an insecurity about your own stability, a questioning of your inherent talent, or even physical vulnerabilities. However, this wound becomes the gateway to your most profound healing and your most potent gift. Your path to healing involves cultivating an unshakable inner sense of value, recognizing your innate worth regardless of external circumstances, and establishing profound self sufficiency. Through this journey, you become a master at demonstrating how to build solid foundations, manage resources wisely, and embody a stable sense of self, even amidst perceived lack or insecurity. You are uniquely positioned to teach others how to find their own inherent value and security. The energetic interplay of this placement offers profound insight. The left shoulder joint. This joint serves as the physical nexus for your Chiron in Taurus. This left shoulder, symbolizing the burdens we carry and the responsibilities we undertake, indicates that your core wound and healing journey are intricately tied to how you shoulder the load, both physically and metaphorically, for yourself and others. This could manifest as carrying the weight of familial expectations, societal demands, or even the physical impact of your professional duties. Your healing involves recognizing and perhaps releasing the energetic burdens you've taken on, leading to a profound lesson in self support and appropriate boundaries. The fifth Vishuddha chakra of burdens or duties carried out for others. The throat chakra, specifically with the theme of burdens or duties carried out for others, grounds your Chiron in Taurus. This reveals that your path of healing and your unique ability to articulate your truth are profoundly connected to how you express and manage the responsibilities you carry for others. The wound may have impacted your authentic voice in these areas, but your healing enables you to speak with profound authority and compassion about the weight of duty and how to carry it without sacrificing your core identity or well being. This becomes a powerful avenue for your teaching. The first palace of your core identity and self expression. Your Chiron in Taurus resides within your first palace. This signifies that your core wound, your healing journey, and your role as a wounded healer are deeply integrated into your very identity and how you present yourself to the world. Your personal challenges related to self worth or physical being are not hidden. They are fundamental to who you are and how you learn to express yourself authentically. Your process of self discovery and self actualization becomes a beacon of healing for others as you courageously embody your journey of finding inner stability and value. In essence, therein, your Chiron in Taurus marks you as a profound healer of self worth and stability, whose journey through the burdens of life's responsibilities empowers you to teach others how to root themselves firmly in their own intrinsic value and express their authentic selves. Pluto in Virgo, the alchemist of refinement and systemic regeneration. Constellation Virgo, associated joint left wrist, associated chakra, the fourth anahata of accepting situations with ease. The palace placement, the fifth palace of your capacity for enjoyment, creativity, and self-expression. Your Pluto in Virgo signifies a generational and deeply personal drive towards profound transformation through meticulous refinement, critical analysis, and dedicated service. You are part of a generation compelled to revolutionize systems, improve efficiencies, and uncover hidden flaws within the details of life. On a personal level, this manifests as an intense desire for perfection, a deep need to purify and refine every aspect of your life, especially your work, health, and daily routines. Your power lies in your ability to deeply analyze, deconstruct, and then meticulously reconstruct, leading to a regenerative process that purges what is unnecessary and elevates what is essential. You possess a keen eye for detail and can be a powerful force for change by identifying what needs to be fixed and then systematically transforming it. This placement suggests that you face and transform issues related to control, obsession with perfection, and the fear of impurity, ultimately emerging with a potent capacity for discernment and a commitment to systemic betterment. The energetic interplay of this placement offers profound insight. The left wrist joint. This joint serves as the physical nexus for your Pluto in Virgo. The left wrist, associated with precise execution, delicate control, and the giving-receiving of energy, indicates that your transformative power is channeled through meticulous actions and detailed interactions. Pluto here suggests an intense, perhaps even compulsive, drive to refine and perfect through your hands-on efforts. Your capacity for profound change is expressed through your ability to exert precise control over your environment and through the detailed nature of your work and creative output. The fourth anahata chakra of accepting situations with ease. The heart chakra, specifically with the theme of accepting situations with ease, grounds your Pluto in Virgo. This reveals that your path of deep transformation and your navigation of power dynamics are powerfully influenced by your capacity for emotional acceptance. When you can approach challenging or intense situations with an open heart and a willingness to embrace imperfection, your capacity for regeneration and true empowerment expands. This acceptance allows for a more fluid and less controlling approach to change, fostering a deeper sense of peace amidst intense experiences. The fifth palace, your capacity for enjoyment, creativity, and self-expression. Your Pluto in Virgo resides powerfully within the fifth palace. This signifies that your profound, transformative experiences, power dynamics, and capacity for regeneration are deeply intertwined with your enjoyment, creativity, and self-expression. There can be an intense drive to perfect your creative endeavors, a powerful or even obsessive approach to your passions and hobbies, or a profound need to regenerate your self-expression. This placement suggests that through your artistic pursuits, your approach to pleasure, and even your romantic engagements, you will encounter opportunities for deep psychological metamorphosis and a powerful reshaping of your identity. In essence, Erin, your Pluto in Virgo defines you as a master of profound refinement and regeneration, whose power lies in meticulously transforming systems and details. This intense journey of change is channeled through precise action and a heart that learns to accept situations with grace, profoundly impacting your creative expression and capacity for enjoyment. The lunar nodes, the dragon's head and tail. Rodgers' karmic path and soul's evolution. The lunar nodes represent the axis of destiny in a chart, revealing the path your soul has traveled, south node, and the evolutionary direction it is urged to take in this lifetime, the north node. It's the sacred journey from past comfort to future growth. The south node in Aries, the independent pioneer's path. South node, dragon's tail, Aries. The associated joint, right hip. Associated chakra, the first muladhara of controlling others. The palace placement, the 13th palace of your capacity for renewal, regeneration, and rebirth. Your south node in the constellation of Aries signifies a powerful karmic past rooted in fierce independence, pioneering self-reliance, and a strong, often dominant individual will. In previous incarnations or early life patterns, you may have been a formidable leader, a warrior, or someone who forged their own path, relying primarily on their own strength, initiative, and courage. There is an innate comfort and proficiency in acting unilaterally, taking bold action, and asserting your desires directly, sometimes with a my way or the highway mentality. You are accustomed to being first, to initiating, and to fighting for what you believe in, often without much consideration for the needs or perspectives of others. The energetic interplay of this past karma is profoundly reflected in the right hip joint. This joint, symbolizing your capacity for self-propulsion and the direction of your will, energetically holds the memory of your Aries South Node. Your inherent ability to move forward with independence and lead is profoundly tied to this area. The potential for past tendencies of controlling others might manifest as a rigidity or powerful drive in how you physically engage and direct energy in group settings. In the first Muladhara chakra of controlling others. This root chakra theme for your Aries South Node powerfully grounds your past patterns. Your foundational sense of security and survival has been deeply intertwined with exerting control over others or situations. This indicates a past reliance on command and instinctive push to dominate, or a primary mode of ensuring your survival through forceful self-assertion, which now requires conscious rebalancing. The 13th palace of your capacity for renewal, regeneration, and rebirth. Your South Node's placement here means that past experiences of independent action and possibly control are deeply embedded in your capacity for profound renewal. The lessons of previous cycles of rebirth were about asserting self, often to the point of intense individualistic renewal, which now informs your natural comfort zone in times of deep change. The North Node in Libra, the harmonious collaborator's future. The dragon's head. The associated joint, the right wrist. The chakra, the fourth anahata of accepting the world. Palace placement, the sixth palace of your approach to well-being and service. Your North Node in the constellation of Libra marks your soul's crucial evolutionary path in this lifetime. To master the art of balance, partnership, and harmonious collaboration. Your destiny lies in moving beyond sheer self-interest to embrace diplomacy, fairness, and the cultivation of equitable relationships. The growth here involves learning how to compromise, to see and validate others' perspectives, and to find strength not just in individual prowess, but in synergy and shared purpose. You are learning to weigh consequences, to act with consideration, and to seek justice and beauty through mutual respect and cooperation. This is a journey of becoming a master of peace, negotiation, and deep reciprocal connection. The energetic interplay of this future destiny is powerfully illuminating. The right wrist joint. This joint, symbolizing your capacity for precise interaction and the extension of your will into relationship, is where your North Node's energy is channeled. Your soul's growth involves consciously directing your actions towards creating balance and fairness in your engagements, giving and receiving with consideration, and mastering the subtle art of partnership through deliberate effort. The fourth Anahata chakra of accepting the world. This heart chakra theme for your Libra North Node indicates that your capacity for fulfilling your destiny is deeply intertwined with cultivating an open heart and embracing acceptance. Learning to accept the complexities and dualities of relationships and the world at large, with compassion and equanimity, will unlock your truest path to harmonious collaboration. The sixth palace of your approach to well being and service. Your North Node's placement here signifies that your soul's evolutionary path towards balance and harmonious relationships is to be lived out directly through your daily routines, your work, and your service to others. You are destined to find profound fulfillment by creating equilibrium within your everyday environment, serving with fairness and grace, and improving the well being of others through balanced interactions and meticulous attention to detail. In essence, Erin, your lunar nodes describe a profound karmic arc. From a past where you were a dominant, self reliant pioneer accustomed to controlling your destiny, to a future where your greatest fulfillment and soul growth lie in embracing harmonious collaboration, finding balance, and truly accepting the world and its intricate relationships, particularly through dedicated service and mindful interaction. Midheaven in Aquarius, the humanitarian visionary and unconventional leader. Constellation Aquarius, associated joint, the right foot. Associated chakra, the first muladhara of flexible action. The palace placement, the 11th palace of your community, hopes, and long term dreams. Your midheaven in Aquarius signifies a public image and career path that are inherently unconventional, humanitarian focused, and deeply committed to collective progress. You are destined to be known as a visionary, someone who thinks outside the box, and who often pioneers new approaches within your field or sphere of influences. Your professional aspirations are not merely for personal gain, but for contributing to a larger community, challenging societal norms, and advocating for innovative ideas that benefit the collective. You may achieve prominence through unique or even rebellious methods, always aiming to inspire change, foster equality, or introduce forward thinking solutions. Your leadership style is likely democratic and focused on empowering groups rather than asserting individual authority. This placement suggests that your ultimate contribution to the world will involve breaking barriers, embracing technological or social advancements, and leaving a legacy as someone who championed progress and championed humanity. The energetic interplay of this placement offers profound insight. The right foot joint. This joint serves as the physical nexus for your midheaven in Aquarius. The right foot symbolizing forward movement, stepping into the future, and one's direction in life, indicates that your public role and career path are intimately tied to your capacity for flexible and adaptive action. Your ability to literally step out and innovate, to be agile in your professional pursuits, and to embrace new directions with an unconventional gait directly impacts your public success and the legacy you build. The first Muladhara chakra of flexible action. The root chakra, specifically with the theme of flexible action, grounds your midheaven in Aquarius. This reveals that your fundamental sense of security and your drive for public achievement are intrinsically linked to your capacity for adaptable, innovative, and non-rigid approaches. When you can maintain fluidity in your actions and embrace new methods without fear, your public contributions become more impactful, and your unique vision for the future can take root and manifest powerfully. The 11th palace of your community, hopes, and long-term dreams. Your midheaven in Aquarius resides powerfully within the 11th palace. This is a highly synergistic placement, as Aquarius is the natural ruler of the 11th palace. It signifies that your career, public standing, and aspirations are profoundly intertwined within your community, your long-term visions, and your humanitarian efforts. You are destined to find your highest calling by aligning with groups, fostering collective dreams, and contributing to social causes. Your professional achievements are likely to elevate your community or contribute to a broader humanistic goal, making your legacy one of innovative social impact. In essence, Erin, your midheaven in Aquarius defines you as a pioneering, visionary, and humanitarian leader whose public image and career path are rooted in flexible, forward-thinking action and a deep commitment to inspiring progress for the collective. The Descendant in Scorpio, the Holy Grail in hand, profound partnership, and alchemical reflection. Constellation Scorpio, the physical nexus, the Coccyx, the Holy Grail, the sacred germ, the God seed, cerebrospinal fluid. The associated chakra, the first Muladhara, the God seed, is rooted at the base of the spine, correlating perfectly with the first chakra. The palace placement, the 7th palace, the palace of your commitments and partnerships. Your descendant in the constellation of Scorpio signifies that your most significant partnerships, one-on-one relationships, and your fundamental interactions with the other are destined to be profoundly transformative, intense, and deeply regenerative. You are instinctively drawn to individuals who challenge you, who possess a magnetic depth, and who serve as catalysts for your own psychological and energetic evolution. These relationships are not superficial. They are crucibles for immense change, often involving power dynamics, the exploration of shared resources, and the unearthing of hidden truths within yourself and the bond. What you seek in a partner and what is reflected back to you is often a mirror of your own powerful alchemical core. Here's where the revelation of Scorpio's physical and esoteric connection elevates this understanding. The Coccyx, the Holy Grail, sacred CSF. The descendant in Scorpio means that your interactions with others inherently tap into and reflect this sacred cerebrospinal fluid, the CSF flow, at the tip of your spine. Your partners, your commitments, and your encounters become conduits for experiencing and nurturing this profound inner source. You seek relationships that, at their deepest level, engage with this foundational divine potential within you. Erin's unique activation. Crucially, our insight reveals that your sacred CSF has already and always been flowing since your conception, meaning your first Muladhara chakra is fully activated. This is an extraordinary gift. For you, the Holy Grail is not an elusive quest. It is already within you, active and flowing. Therefore, any relationships indicated by your descendant you draw into your life are not meant to activate this chakra, but rather to serve as profound opportunities to nurture and express this already present sacred flow. Your partnerships become a powerful space to manifest the wisdom and regenerate power that flows from your activated core. You may find yourself projecting this inner activation onto others, seeking to draw forth the same profound depth and transformative potential you already embody. Your first Muladhara chakra already activated. This fully activated root chakra, stemming from the flowing CSF, means your foundational sense of security, your instincts, and your very grounding are intrinsically connected to this divine consciousness. Your descendant partners will reflect this, drawing you into relationships where you can express this activated self, often through intense, empowering, or deeply shared experiences that require you to ground and nurture this inner God seed, the seventh palace of your commitments and relationships. Your descendant in Scorpio rules your seventh palace. This signifies that your primary one-on-one commitments, including marriage, business partnerships, and even open adversaries, are the very arenas where this profound transformative energy, symbolized by the Holy Grail within, manifests. Your relationships become laboratories for alchemical change, forcing you to confront and integrate the deepest aspects of yourself as reflected through others. It is through these intense interactions that you learn to nurture your already activated sacred potential and wield its transformative power in collaboration and connection. In essence, Aaron, your descendant in Scorpio positions your most significant relationships as mirrors and catalysts for your inherent activated divine consciousness. You are destined to engage in profound, transformative partnerships that allow you to nurture and express the Holy Grail, the sacred siesta flow that has been activated within you since conception, leading to powerful co-creation and regeneration in your life. The Nadir in Leo, the royal heart of home and emotional dominion. Constellation Leo, associated joint, right elbow, associated chakra, fourth anahata of making space for others. The palace placement, the fourth palace of your home, roots, and emotional foundations. Your nadir in Leo signifies that your deepest emotional security, your sense of home, and your private world are intrinsically linked to pride, creative self expression, and a feeling of being at the vibrant, recognized heart of your personal domain. You need a home environment where you can truly shine, where your unique personality is celebrated, and where you feel a sense of emotional royalty. This doesn't necessarily imply overt opulence, but rather a space that resonates with your core identity, which allows for dramatic self expression and brings you immense personal pride. Your emotional roots crave warmth, admiration, and a central role within your most intimate sphere. You draw strength and feel most grounded when your private life reflects your inner life and nobility. This placement suggests that your emotional foundations are built on a powerful need for self expression and recognition, which must be authentically expressed within your sanctuary. The energetic interplay of this placement offers profound insight. Your right elbow, this joint, serves as the physical nexus for your nadir in Leo. The right elbow, symbolizing your capacity for action, work, and extending support, indicates that your emotional foundation and private world are intricately tied to how you engage and act within your personal sphere. It speaks to your ability to actively create your home environment and to offer support and warmth to those within your closest circle. The elbow's role in making space connects directly to your capacity to allow others into your personal kingdom while still maintaining your own sovereign sense and nobility of self. Your fourth Anahata chakra of making space for others is the theme for your Leo nadir, which profoundly grounds your emotional roots. It reveals that while your core needs involve self-expression and pride within your home, your deepest sense of security and belonging blossoms when you compassionately learn to make space for others in your heart and in your private sanctuary. This balance between your need for self expression and your capacity for open hearted generosity within your personal domain is key to your emotional well being and the nurturing of your home environment. Your fourth palace of your home roots and emotional foundations. Your nadir in Leo resides powerfully within its natural domain, the fourth palace. This reinforces that your home, family, and ancestral lineage are central to your identity and emotional well being. This placement amplifies your need to create a domestic realm that reflects your grandest sense of self, where you are the proud and generous heart. Your deepest psychological roots are connected to your ability to reign over your emotional world with courage, warmth, and a genuine desire to uplift those closest to you. In essence, Erin, your nadir in Leo defines your emotional sanctuary as a place of vibrant self expression and a proud, warm heart, where your deepest security comes from creating a personal domain where you can authentically shine, always evolving in your capacity to compassionately make space for those you cherish. Navigating your energetic landscape, challenges and pathways for growth. First, your sun in Ophiuchus, the challenge. Your core identity, driven by Ophiuchus, inherently navigates profound intensity and transformation. The challenge lies in managing this power, preventing it from becoming overwhelming, obsessive, or subtly controlling. You may feel deeply misunderstood in your transformative processes, or find it difficult to engage with superficiality, which can sometimes lead to isolation or internal power struggles. The innate capacity to hold power also carries the potential for rigidity if you resist the natural flow of change. Psychological advice: mind power dynamics. Cultivate awareness of how you exert influence. Practice healthy power sharing in relationships and collaborations. Recognize when the desire to control stems from a fear of vulnerability or a need for external validation. Emotional regulation. Given the intensity, develop robust emotional regulation strategies. For example, grounding meditations, deep breathing, progressive muscle relaxation, to prevent emotional overwhelm during periods of significant personal change. Shadow integration. Engage in self-reflection or therapeutic practices to integrate any disowned parts of yourself that emerge through transformative experiences. Understanding and accepting your full spectrum allows for more conscious use of your power. Spiritual guidance. First, rooted transformation. Utilize your first Muladhara chakra by engaging in consistent grounding practices. For example, walking barefoot in nature, connecting with the earth, to ensure your profound transformative energies are well anchored. This prevents spiritual escapism or feeling unmoored by intense shifts. Surrender to flow, secondly. Spiritually, the lesson is to surrender to the divine flow of transformation rather than attempting to force it. Trusting the universal process allows your innate healing and regenerative abilities to unfold organically. Embrace the wisdom that true power lies not in control, but in conscious co creation with life's currents. Your moon in Libra, the challenge. Your emotional core craves harmony and balance. This can lead to indecisiveness, a tendency towards people pleasing, or an avoidance of necessary conflict for the sake of maintaining peace. You might find setting clear boundaries emotionally taxing, potentially leading to resentment or exhaustion, especially in your daily life and service to others. Emotional dependence on external harmony can also create inner turmoil when faced with unavoidable discord. Psychological advice: assertive communication. Practice expressing your needs, boundaries, and opinions directly and respectfully without feeling responsible for anyone else's reactions. Role playing or communication skills training can be beneficial. Self validation. Develop practices to validate your own emotions and choices, independent of external approval. Journaling or self compassion meditations can help this inner resilience. Embracing healthy conflict. Understand that conflict, when handled constructively, can lead to stronger, more authentic relationships and personal growth. Learn conflict resolution techniques that focus on mutual understanding rather than avoidance. And spiritual guidance: heart-centered boundaries firstly. With your fourth anahata, the spiritual journey involves expanding your capacity to accept the world, while simultaneously recognizing where your energy begins and ends. Learn to open your heart without dissolving your boundaries. Visualize a protective, loving light around your heart as you interact with others, allowing you to give freely without depletion. Divine imbalance for growth. Spiritually recognize that true balance is dynamic, not static. Sometimes a temporary imbalance or constructive tension is necessary for higher growth. Trust that the universe supports your authenticity, even if it disrupts a perceived harmony in the short term. Your Mercury in Sagittarius, the challenge. Your mind is expansive, philosophical, and seeks grand truths. The challenge lies in a potential for overconfidence in your own beliefs, leading to bluntness, tactlessness, or intellectual arrogance. You might jump to conclusions, struggle with details, or find that your pride hinders your ability to truly listen, learn, or admit you might not have all the answers, especially as you explore higher knowledge. The psychological advice: active listening. Consciously practice listening to understand rather than listening to respond. Ask clarifying questions and summarize the points others are trying to make before sharing your own. Intellectual humility. Engage in metacognition, thinking about your own thinking. Regularly question your assumptions and biases. Read diverse perspectives, even those that challenge your worldview, to foster intellectual flexibility. Mindful communication. Before speaking, pause to consider the impact of your words. Practice speaking with both conviction and compassion, balancing your truth with sensitivity to your audience. Spiritual guidance: rooted humility in truth. With your first Muladhara tied to pride's effects on moving forward, the spiritual path involves grounding your expansive mind in profound humility. Recognize that true wisdom is vast, and your personal understanding is but one facet. This strengthens your ability to move forward authentically. Divine discernment. Spiritually cultivate discernment. Not every grand idea is divinely inspired, and true higher knowledge often comes through quiet contemplation and openness, not just outward assertion. Embrace the understanding that humility is a gateway to deeper truths and a more profound connection to universal wisdom. Your Venus in Virgo, the challenge. In matters of love, beauty, and pleasure, you bring a discerning, analytical eye. The challenge can be an overly critical nature towards yourself or others in relationships, leading to perfectionism in affection or aesthetics. This can make it difficult to fully relax into enjoyment, accept imperfections, or express affection freely, potentially leading to anxiety about performance in creative or romantic endeavors. The psychological advice: self-compassion. Practice radical self-acceptance. Acknowledge that imperfections are part of the human experience and do not diminish worth. Use self-compassionate language and engage in self-soothing practices when critical thoughts arise. If you need any help, I'm here for that. Unconditional positive regard for self and others. Consciously shift your focus from flaws to strengths in relationships. Practice non-judgmental observation. Embracing vulnerability. Understand that true intimacy thrives on vulnerability, which includes revealing imperfections. Practice sharing your insecurities and allowing yourself to be seen fully by trusted others. But the key is trusted others. Spiritual guidance, heart-centered ease. With your fourth anahata geared towards accepting situations with ease, the spiritual journey involves cultivating a profound sense of acceptance and ease within your heart when it comes to love, beauty, and pleasure. Release the need for perfection as a prerequisite for joy. Divine flawlessness in imperfection. Spiritually recognize that the divine expresses itself in all forms, including those you perceive as imperfect. Find beauty in the flaws, in nature, in art, in human connection. Understand that embracing imperfection is a path to unconditional love and profound spiritual ease. Your Mars in Virgo, the challenge. Your drive and assertiveness are channeled into meticulous detail and efficiency. This can lead to excessive self-criticism, paralysis by analysis due to overthinking, and anger expressed as nitpicking or frustration with perceived inefficiency. You may tend to overwork, and anxiety about performance can inhibit spontaneous action or creative flow. Psychological advice: action-oriented mindfulness. Practice mindfulness in action. Focus on the process, not just the perfect outcome. Set realistic, achievable goals, breaking larger tasks into smaller steps to avoid overwhelm. Managing perfectionism. Implement strategies to combat perfectionism, such as setting deadlines for completion rather than flawlessness, and practicing the 80-20 rule. 80% perfect is often good enough. Constructive feedback. Learn to give and receive feedback in a way that is empowering and growth-oriented rather than critical or defensive. Spiritual guidance. Grace in action. With the fourth anahatas, accepting situations with ease. Your spiritual growth lies in bringing grace and ease to your actions and creative pursuits. Release the spiritual burden of needing everything to be perfect in order to be valuable. Divine flow over force. Spiritually, trust in the divine flow. Your energy is meant to be channeled, not controlled to the point of rigidity. Understand that sometimes the most effective action comes from a state of inspired flow rather than rigid planning. Embrace the sacred beauty of good enough in your creative and assertive endeavors. Your ascendant in Taurus, the challenge. Your outward demeanor is calm, steady, and grounded, but this can manifest as stubbornness or resistance to change. You may become overly reliant on routines, making adaptability difficult. There's a tendency to take on too many burdens or duties for others, which can lead to physical tension, especially in the shoulders, which I have tricks for massaging with crystals, and difficulty expressing vulnerability or asking for help. Psychological advice: mindful flexibility. Actively seek opportunities for controlled change to build your adaptability muscles. Practice breaking routines deliberately in small, slow stakes ways. Boundary setting. Learn to identify and communicate your limits effectively. This includes saying no to additional responsibilities when you are already feeling burdened and delegating tasks when appropriate. Somatic release. Engage in practices like yoga, stretching, or even self massage techniques for massage therapy, specifically targeting the shoulders and neck to release physical tension associated with carrying burdens. Spiritual guidance. Vocalizing your sacred burden. With your Vishuddha chakra tied to burdens and duties, your spiritual path involves finding your authentic voice to express your needs and limits. Speak your truth, not just for personal relief, but as an act of energetic honesty that releases the weight of unnecessary duties. Divine trust in vulnerability. Spiritually, recognize that true strength lies not in carrying all burdens, but in the courage to be vulnerable and interdependent. Trust that the universe supports you in shedding what is not yours to carry, allowing your authentic self to emerge without the heavy mantle of duty. Your Jupiter and Ophiuchus, the challenge. Your capacity for growth and expansion is tied to deep transformation. The challenge lies in potential overexpansion into intense or hidden areas without proper grounding, leading to an overly optimistic or even naive belief in your own transformative power. There's a risk of over identification with a healer or guru role, or an inclination to take on too many transformative projects, leading to overwhelm or a loss of spiritual perspective. Much worse, practical perspective. Psychological advice. Strategic growth. Develop a strategy for your growth and expansion, ensuring that you have foundational support. For example, mentors, resources, practical plans, before diving into deep transformative endeavors. Discernment. Cultivate critical discernment when engaging with new philosophies, including this one. Shared resources or intense experiences. Question grand claims and ensure that any shared power dynamics are balanced and healthy. Self care and boundaries. Implement rigorous self care practices to prevent burnout, especially when dealing with intense transformative energies. Set clear emotional and energetic boundaries in partnerships involving shared resources or deep psychological exploration. Spiritual guidance. Grounded expansion, first of all. Utilize your first Muladhara chakra by regularly connecting with the earth and practical reality. This ensures that your vast spiritual insights and transformative experiences are integrated into your physical existence, preventing spiritual bypassing or feeling disconnected from your body. Humility and power. Spiritually, embrace humility in your capacity for transformation. Recognize that true healing power comes through you, not from you. This allows you to serve as a conduit for expansion without ego inflation, fostering genuine and sustainable growth for yourself and others. Your Saturn in Libra, the challenge. You strive for structure and discipline in relationships and service, but this can lead to challenges with commitment due to a fear of imperfection or taking on excessive responsibility in partnerships. You might experience indecisiveness when making choices in service to others or feel burdened by the needs of those around you. A rigid adherence to fairness can also prevent flexibility and compassion. Psychological advice. Realistic expectations. Set realistic expectations for relationships and service, recognizing that perfection is an unattainable ideal. Focus on consistent efforts instead, and progress over flawless execution. Discerning responsibility. Learn to differentiate between your responsibilities and those of others. Practice assertive communication to avoid overcommitting or taking on roles that are not yours. Self-compassion and effort. Acknowledge your efforts and progress even when outcomes are imperfect. Cultivate self-compassion for perceived shortcomings, understanding that growth is a process. Spiritual guidance, heart-centered discipline. With your fourth anahata of accepting the world, your spiritual task is to apply discipline to your heart, not by closing it, but by strengthening its capacity for discerning acceptance. This means accepting the world as it is, while also having the spiritual fortitude to set boundaries and commitments that honor your own energy. Sacred detachment. Spiritually, practice healthy detachment from the outcomes of your efforts, especially in partnerships and service. Understand that your role is to contribute your best, but the ultimate results are part of a larger divine plan. This frees you from the burden of absolute control and allows for inner balance. Your Uranus and Ophiuchus. The challenge? Your urge for innovation and freedom is directed into areas of deep transformation. The challenge can be unpredictable outbursts, disruptive tendencies for disruption's sake, or even alienation due to radical views that others aren't ready to accept. You might experience instability in your personal transformations or struggle to ground your revolutionary ideas into practical, sustainable change. The psychological advice: conscious channeling of innovation. Learn to channel your innovative energy strategically. Identify specific areas where your unique insights can create positive, constructive change, rather than simply disrupting. Emotional regulation for sudden shifts. Develop skills to manage the rapid shifts in energy or perspective that Uranus can bring. Mindfulness and grounding techniques can help you stay centered amidst internal or external turbulence. Strategic alliance building. Seek out like minded individuals or groups who can understand and support your revolutionary ideas. Collaboration can help ground and refine your vision, making it more impactful. Spiritual guidance. Rooted revolution. With your first Muladhara, the spiritual path involves grounding your revolutionary insights into your being. Recognize that true transformation is often a deep, internal process before it manifests outwardly. Cultivate a sense of inner stability that allows you to be a conduit for radical change without becoming unmoored. Divine disruption for evolution. Spiritually understand that Uranus's energy is a divine force for evolution. Trust the impulse to break free from outdated structures, but also cultivate the wisdom to know when disruption serves a higher purpose versus simply creating chaos. Embrace the role of a conscious revolutionary, bringing light to necessary transformations with foresight and grounded intention. Your Neptune in Sagittarius. The challenge? Your idealism and spiritual seeking are projected onto your beliefs and quest for higher knowledge. The challenge lies in potential disillusionment when reality doesn't meet your lofty ideals, or a tendency towards spiritual escapism and avoiding the mundane. You might struggle with discerning truth from illusion in spiritual or philosophical realms, and pride could subtly hinder your ability to humbly receive new insights or admit to not knowing. Psychological advice: reality testing. Practice reality testing your spiritual or philosophical beliefs. Engage in critical thinking and seek evidence or practical application for abstract concepts. Balanced engagement. Cultivate a balanced approach to spiritual exploration, integrating insights into your daily life rather than using them to escape. Find ways to ground your spiritual experiences through practical action. Managing expectations. Develop realistic expectations for your spiritual journey and the impact of higher knowledge. Understand that disillusionment is often a pathway to deeper, more authentic understanding. The spiritual guidance. Firstly, grounded spiritual seeking. With your first Muladhara Chakras, Pride's Effects on Moving Forward theme, the spiritual journey is to anchor your expansive spiritual quest in humble, embodied awareness. This allows you to move forward with spiritual conviction without succumbing to illusion or grandiosity. Discernment as a sacred skill. Spiritually cultivate discernment as a core practice. Ask for divine clarity and guidance in distinguishing between genuine spiritual truth and deceptive illusions. Trust your intuition, but cross reference it with grounded wisdom. Embrace the humility that true spiritual growth often involves, shedding false beliefs and accepting the mystery. Your Ceres in Capricorn, the challenge. Your nurturing style and need for emotional sustenance are tied to responsibility, structure, and achievement. This can lead to nurturing others through excessive control or a tendency towards emotional rigidity, struggling to express or receive spontaneous affection. You might over identify with your professional achievements, neglecting your deeper emotional needs, or find it challenging to express vulnerability due to a perceived need for perfection or humility. Psychological advice. Self-nurturing practices. Prioritize consistent self-nurturing activities that genuinely replenish you, independent of achievement or external validation. Emotional intelligence. Develop your emotional intelligence by recognizing and labeling your own emotions and those of others. Practice expressing your vulnerability in a healthy, controlled manner within trusted relationships. Delegation and trust. Learn to delegate tasks and trust others to carry responsibilities. This frees you from the constant burden of control and allows for more spontaneous emotional connection. Spiritual guidance. With your first Muladhara of humility in moving forward, your spiritual path involves grounding your nurturing efforts in genuine humility, releasing the need for control as a form of care. Understand that true support allows for the independence of others. Spiritually, trust in divine provision and the abundance of the universe. Release the fear of scarcity that can drive excessive control or over identification with achievement. Embrace the spiritual truth that you are deeply cared for, allowing you to give and receive nurturing from a place of secure abundance. Your Chiron in Taurus, the challenge. Your core wound often centers around issues of self-worth, resources, and material security, potentially leading to deep insecurity. This can manifest as overcompensating through accumulation or a strong tendency to take on excessive burdens and duties for others, which ties to the left shoulder and Vishuddha. You might struggle to value your own needs and resources, leading to a sense of depletion or being used. Psychological advice. Radical self-compassion. Engage in deep self-compassion practices for your core wound. Acknowledge the pain without judgment, and offer yourself the same kindness you would a dear friend. Boundary setting for self-worth. Explicitly practice setting boundaries, especially around your time, energy, and resources. This is not about being selfish, but about valuing your inherent worth. Therapeutic exploration. Consider working with a therapist or counselor to process any underlying trauma or insecurities related to your sense of worth and material security. Somatic release and voice. Engage in somatic practices, for example, specific yoga poses, professional body work for shoulders and neck to release physical tension. Practice vocalizing your needs and limits, strengthening your Vishuddha to speak your truth without feeling burdened. Spiritual guidance. Firstly, sacred burden as gateway. With your Vishuddha chakra, your spiritual path lies in transforming the burdens and duties you carry into a gateway for profound self expression and healing. Understand that your wound becomes your wisdom. Intrinsic divine worth. Spiritually, recognize that your inherent divine worth, independent of what you own, achieve, or do for others. Your value is given by your existence, not earned. Embrace the spiritual truth that true security comes from within, from your connection to the divine, not from external accumulations or carrying others' loads. Your Pluto in Virgo. The challenge? Your transformative power, Pluto, is channeled into areas of meticulous detail, order, and service, Virgo, particularly in your creative expression and areas of pleasure. This can manifest as compulsive perfectionism, an obsessive need for control in creative or personal pursuits, or even extreme self criticism. There might be a fear of imperfection that paralyzes action or an intensity that overwhelms the joy of enjoyment. Power struggles can also arise in how you express yourself or manage creative projects. Psychological advice: mindful awareness of control. Cultivate mindful awareness of your impulses to control or perfect everything. Observe these tendencies without judgment, then consciously choose to loosen your grip. Channeling intensity constructively. Learn to channel your intense, transformative energy into productive and meaningful outlets, rather than allowing it to become obsessive or self destructive. Embrace creative flow. Prioritize the process of creative flow and enjoyment over the pursuit of a flawless end product. Engage in activities where the joy is in the doing, not just the achieving. Therapeutic exploration. If the perfectionism or control becomes debilitating, professional therapy can help uncover and address the deeper fears or anxieties driving these behaviors. Spiritual guidance, the heart of imperfection. With your fourth Anahata's theme of accepting situations with ease, your spiritual path is to embrace the sacred beauty and ease found within imperfection. Release the spiritual burden of needing to transform everything to a flawless state. Divine acceptance of as is. Spiritually, recognize that true transformation often begins with radical acceptance of what is, flaws and all. Trust that the divine process unfolds perfectly, even through messy human endeavors. Your power lies in allowing, rather than forcing, the profound changes in your creative and personal life. Your South Node in Aries, the challenge. Your karmic past gives you with innate self-reliance and initiative. But the challenge is defaulting to a my way or the highway mentality, impulsiveness, and controlling tendencies. You might struggle with compromise, fear losing autonomy, and approach situations with an overly competitive or ego driven need for self assertion, potentially hindering true collaboration and balanced renewal. Psychological advice: cultivating empathy. Actively practice perspective taking. Imagine situations from others' viewpoints before reacting. This builds empathy and understanding. Impulse control techniques. Implement strategies like the pause button, taking a conscious breath before responding or acting on an impulse. Cognitive restructuring can help challenge immediate self focused reactions. Negotiation skills. Learn and practice effective negotiation and collaboration skills, focusing on win win outcomes rather than solely pursuing your own agenda. Spiritual guidance, rooted release of control. With your first Muladhara tied to controlling others, your spiritual journey involves consciously releasing the need to dominate or control your environment and the people within it. This strengthens your foundation, allowing genuine power to flow from authenticity, not force. Sacred interdependence. Spiritually, embrace the wisdom of interdependence. Recognize that true renewal and rebirth often occur through synergy with others, not in isolation. Trust that by releasing the need for absolute control, you open yourself to a more profound and divinely guided path of co-creation. Your North Node in Libra, the challenge. Your evolutionary path calls you towards balance and partnership. The primary challenge lies in the resistance to fully embrace this growth, manifesting as avoidance of necessary conflict, people-pleasing tendencies, and indecisiveness in partnerships. You might over-rely on others' opinion for validation or struggle to assert your own needs while in service, hindering your true contribution to harmony. Psychological advice: assertive communication. This is your growth edge. Practice clear, direct, and respectful communication of your needs, feelings, and boundaries, even when uncomfortable. Developing inner conviction. Engage in self-reflection and values clarification to build a strong internal compass, reducing reliance on external validation for your decisions. Healthy boundaries. Learn to differentiate between healthy compromise and self-sacrifice. Practice setting boundaries that protect your energy and authenticity. Spiritual guidance, heart-centered interdependence. With your fourth anahata, your spiritual lesson is to open your heart to accept the world in its beautiful complexity, including the dynamics of genuine interdependence. This means accepting others fully, while simultaneously honoring your own inner truth in all relationships. Divine harmony in authenticity. Spiritually, understand that true harmony arises from the authentic expression of all parties, not from suppression or superficial agreement. Trust that asserting your genuine self, even if it creates temporary tension, ultimately serves a higher, more lasting balance. Embrace the courage to be fully present and authentic in your partnerships. Your midheaven in Aquarius, the challenge. Your public image and career path are meant to be unconventional and humanitarian. The challenge lies in a potential for aloofness or emotional detachment in your public role, appearing rebellious for rebellion's sake, or impatience with traditional structures. You might struggle with emotional connection in leadership or experience burnout from pouring too much energy into collective ideals without proper self-care. Psychological advice: emotional intelligence in leadership. Consciously develop and apply emotional intelligence skills in your public interactions. Practice empathy and active listening to connect with people on a more personal level, even while pursuing large-scale goals. Strategic innovation. Balance your visionary ideals with practical, implementable steps. Collaborate with others who can help ground your revolutionary concepts into tangible outcomes. Sustainable activism. Implement robust self-care strategies to prevent burnout from your humanitarian efforts. Recognize that you can't pour from an empty cup, and sustained impact requires sustained well-being. Spiritual guidance, grounded vision. With your first Muladhara chakra of flexible action, your spiritual path is to ensure your expansive humanitarian vision is firmly rooted in flexible, practical steps. This allows your revolutionary ideas to take concrete form and your contributions to truly serve the collective. Heartfelt humanity. Spiritually, embrace that true humanitarianism stems from a heartfelt connection to individuals, not just abstract ideals. Allow your unique public role to be a conduit for divine love and compassion, ensuring your impact is both innovative and deeply empathetic. Your Descendant in Scorpio, the physical Nexus, the Coccyx of the Holy Grail, the sacred germ, the God seed, the cerebrospinal fluid of the CSF. The challenge. Your relationships are inherently intense and transformative, drawing you into profound dynamics. The challenge lies in navigating potential power struggles, dealing with trust issues, whether your own or projected onto you, and embracing vulnerability. With your sacred CSF already flowing, the challenge is not activation, but consciously nurturing this powerful God seed in the context of your relationships, preventing its immense energy from overwhelming, leading to unconscious control, or attracting partners who reflect unintegrated aspects of this deeper power. You might project your own profound transformative power onto partners, seeking that intensity externally rather than fully owning it within. Psychological advice: conscious relationship dynamics. Engage in mindful awareness of power dynamics within your significant relationships. Practice clear communication and negotiation to establish balanced and respectful interactions. Radical trust and vulnerability. Actively cultivate trust, both in yourself and in your partners. Practice vulnerability as a strength, understanding that true intimacy requires transparency and emotional courage. Owning your power. Recognize that the deep transformative power you seek in others is already active within you. Focus on integrating and utilizing your own activated Holy Grail energy, rather than unconsciously projecting it onto or demanding it from partners. Spiritual guidance. Firstly, nurturing the Holy Grail through connection. With your already activated first Muladhara chakra and the God seed flowing from your coccyx, your spiritual path in relationships is one of conscious nurturing and expression of this divine potential. Your partnerships are not about finding the Holy Grail, but about learning to share yours and grow with its presence. Sacred alchemical union. Spiritually, embrace your relationships as alchemical unions. Your partners are catalysts, not for initial awakening, but for the refined expression and integration of your inherent divine consciousness. Understand that navigating the depths of these connections with authenticity allows you to channel and share the powerful regenerative energy of your sacred CSF, transforming not just your relationships, but the very fabric of your shared reality. Your personalized somatic pranayama practice, nourishing your energetic hotspots. This practice is designed to create conscious connection with the specific energetic points and themes illuminated in your Adonisian astrology chart. Regular engagement will help you integrate insights, release tension, enhance fluid dynamics, and consciously embody your fullest potential. General guidelines for all practices. Listen to your body. Always move with awareness and never force anything. Pain is a signal to ease off. Mindful breath. Inhale fully, exhale completely. Allow breath to be your guide. Intention. Before each segment, set a clear intention related to the specific joint chakra theme. Consistency. Short, regular practices are more effective than infrequent, long ones. First off, grounding your deep power and transformation with the first Muladhara chakra, the focus areas of the left hip, right knee, the left knee, the right foot, and the coccyx. Associated themes of holding power of feminine self, pride's effects on moving forward, humility in moving forward, flexible action, the activated God seed or Holy Grail, and controlling others. The intent. To anchor your profound transformative power, move forward with humility and grace, and consciously nurture the activated Holy Grail energy at your core, releasing any need for control. Somatic practices. Gentle pelvic tilts and hip circles. Lying on your back with knees bent, Feet flat. Gently rock your pelvis forward and back, then side to side. Progress to gentle hip circles, imagining a fluid, circular motion originating from your hips. This engages the deep muscles around your left hip, Sun, Jupiter, Uranus, holding a feminine power, and right hip, the south node of releasing control. Mindful walking, gait awareness. Pay conscious attention to your feet as you walk. Notice the weight distribution, the push off from your right foot, midheaven flexible action. Experiment with a lighter, more adaptable step to embody flexible action and humility in moving forward. The right knee of Mercury and Neptune, and the left knee of Ceres. The coccyx pumping and spinal waves. Sitting or lying down, bring awareness to your coccyx, your descendant activated seed. Imagine a subtle lift and release from this point with your breath, creating a gentle wave that ripples up your spine. This pumping motion is believed to subtly encourage CSF flow and consciously nurtures your already active Holy Grail energy. Pranayama techniques. Diaphragmatic breathing with root lock, or as I like to call the anal kegel, or mula bandha. Inhale deeply, allowing your belly to rise. As you exhale, gently engage your pelvic floor muscles, like holding back urination, for example, directing your awareness to your coccyx and the base of your spine. This subtle engagement helps root your energy and supports the active CSF flow, reinforcing the nurturing aspect of your descendant in Scorpio. Release the engagement on inhale. Long exhales for release. For your right knee of pride and right hip of control, practice extended exhalations. Inhale for a count of 4. Exhale for a count of 6 or 8. Visualize any rigidity, pride, or need for control, softening and releasing with each prolonged exhale. Secondly, harmonizing your heart and connection. The fourth anahata, the focus areas of the right wrist, the left wrist, and the right elbow. The associated themes of accepting the world, accepting situations with ease, making space for others. And the intent? To open your heart fully, practice compassionate acceptance, release perfectionism, and gracefully make space for authentic connection in your life. Somatic practices, gentle wrist and hand release. For your right wrist, Moon, Saturn, and North Node of acceptance and boundaries, and left wrist, Venus, Mars, and Pluto of accepting with ease and releasing control. Perform slow, circular wrist rotations in both directions. Gently clench and release your fists, then fan your fingers wide. Imagine releasing any need for tight control or perfectionism, allowing ease to flow through your hands. Expansive arm and elbow movements. From a seated or standing position, gently extend your arms outward and then draw them in towards your chest, focusing on the movement originating from your right elbow, the nadir of making space for others. With each outward movement, imagine creating more space for others in your life and heart. With each inward movement, draw self-compassion back to you. Pranayama techniques. Heart-centered breathing. Place one hand on the heart, the other on your belly. Inhale deeply, imagining each breath expanding into your chest and heart, the Anahata Chakra. Exhale slowly, visualizing acceptance and ease radiating outwards. For your right wrist of accepting the world, visualize a warm, loving energy extending outwards through your right hand. For your left wrist of accepting situations with ease, feel a gentle softening in your hand as you breathe. Compassionate breath. Inhale light and compassion into your heart. As you exhale, send out ease and acceptance to a situation or person you find challenging. This nurtures your capacity for acceptance and making space. Thirdly, expressing your authentic self and releasing burdens of the fifth Vishuddha chakra of the throat, the focus area of the left shoulder, with the associated themes of burdens or duties carried out for others. The intent? To release the energetic weight of perceived burdens, strengthen your authentic voice, and embody your intrinsic self-worth. Somatic practices, shoulder rolls, and gentle reaching. Slowly roll your left shoulder, Ascendant of Chiron, both forwards and backwards, feeling the shoulder blade articulate. Then gently reach your left arm forward, up, and back, as if letting go of something you've been carrying. On the exhale, allow the arm to drop heavily, visualizing the release of tension and burdens. Yawning and sighing. Consciously allow yourself to yawn and sigh deeply. These natural actions release tension in the jaw and throat, activating the vagus nerve and directly impacting the energy around your Vishuddha chakra, helping to release the weight of unspoken burdens. Pranayama techniques. Humming breath or Baharamari. Inhale deeply. As you exhale, hum gently with your lips sealed. Feel the vibration in your throat, chest, and head. This technique directly stimulates the Vishuddha chakra, enhancing vocal expression and releasing tension that might be held from carrying burdens or duties. And the lion's breath, Simahasana Pranayama, modified. Inhale deeply through your nose. Exhale forcefully through your mouth, making a ha sound, sticking out your tongue and widening your eyes. This is a powerful release technique for accumulated tension and unspoken words or frustrations related to carrying burdens. And the really exciting part now, your Alchemical New Moon Schedule, a 13-step ascent to consciousness transformation via sacred CSF. This meticulously crafted schedule is not merely a series of meditations. It is a 13-step alchemical journey, precisely attuned to the potent energies of each true astronomical new moon. This is your personal roadmap to unlocking profound states of consciousness and orchestrating miraculous self-healing. At the heart of this transformative process lies the remarkable power of sustained silent meditation, particularly when embraced for the magical 2-hour threshold. Scientific research increasingly indicates that such dedicated periods of deep stillness create the optimal conditions for neurogenesis, the birth of new brain cells, and dramatically enhance neuroplasticity, allowing your brain to literally rewire itself for heightened function, profound healing, and unprecedented resilience. This extraordinary capacity for brain rejuvenation and expanded consciousness is intrinsically linked to the masterful coaxing of your cerebrospinal fluid, the CSF. This sacred fluid, the very essence of your internal holy grail, becomes the conduit for activating potent endogenous compounds, fostering the internal environment conducive to mystical experiences and profound self-orchestrated healing. For you, Aaron, this journey begins with a magnificent advantage. Your Adonisian chart reveals that your Holy Grail is already powerfully activated through your Descendant in Scorpio at your Coccyx, symbolizing that your first chakra Muladhara is already a vibrant wellspring of sacred CSF. The cosmic blueprint of your chakras, rooted in electromagnetic polarities, is perfectly poised for this ascent. Your Coccyx serves as your inherent negative feminine pole, already oozing sacred CSF, while the crown of your head embodies the positive masculine pole. This bespoke schedule is meticulously designed to powerfully facilitate the upward current of the sacred CSF from your activated first chakra, guiding it towards your 7th chakra and pineal gland, nurturing the very essence of your consciousness. Many of my clients embarking on this path have reported experiencing a powerful light show behind their closed eyelids, often during their very first dedicated session. This vivid visual phenomenon is a powerful indicator. It is a tangible sign of heightened brain activity and the activation of profound inner processes, a testament to the surging power of your own activated brain and the flow of sacred CSF. Each new moon in this unique series acts as a targeted energetic portal, aligning with the specific energetic hotspots of your Adonisian chart. When these celestial alignments activate a constellation that hosts one of your natal planets, the force around it is profoundly elevated, offering an amplified opportunity to dive into that specific wellspring of power for an unparalleled journey of healing, transformation, and ultimate alchemy. First, the new moon in Cancer, July 24th, 2025. Constellation energy. This new moon illuminates the nurturing, emotional, and intuitive energies of Cancer. While not a direct natal hotspot for one of your core planets, this energy invites focus on your foundational emotional well-being. Associated energy points. This new moon universally resonates with the Anahata heart chakra, focusing on your capacity for self-nurturing and emotional safety. It naturally touches upon your fourth palace of home, roots, and emotional foundations. Predictive insight. This lunar phase ushers in a powerful opportunity to reset and strengthen your emotional foundations. Expect new beginnings that foster a deeper sense of belonging, safety, and intuitive guidance within your personal sanctuary. This is a time to nourish your soul's deepest needs. Healing and alchemy focus. To heal and transform with this energy, focus on releasing emotional burdens from your past. Cultivate self-compassion and create a nurturing inner space where you feel completely safe and supported. This supports the optimal flow of your inner wisdom. Somatic exercise, heart-opening flow and gentle rocking. Lie on your back, knees bent, feet flat. Place your hands over your heart. Breathe deeply, imagining your heart space expanding with each inhale. Gently rock your knees from side to side, allowing your spine to undulate subtly. This rocking motion is deeply soothing and helps to release tension held in the core, inviting emotional fluidity and nurturing the heart center. Nourishing foods for the heart chakra. Emphasize green leafy vegetables, raw cacao, green tea, and rose-infused foods. These support heart health and emotional openness. The new moon in Leo, August 23rd, 2025. Constellation energy. This new moon shines brightly in Leo, directly activating your nadir in Leo, marking this as a profoundly elevated lunar force for you. Associated Adonisian points. This energy amplifies your right elbow and your fourth Anahata chakra of making space for others. It powerfully touches your fourth palace, your home roots and emotional foundations. Predictive insight. This is an exceptionally potent new moon for you, marking a significant recalibration of your emotional foundations and private life. Expect powerful new impulses for authentic self-expression within your home and innermost circle. You will find new ways to proudly lead your personal domain, while also cultivating more generous space for others. Healing and alchemy focus. To heal and transform, embrace your royal essence within your personal sanctuary. Release any need for soul dominion, learning to share your kingdom with grace and an open heart. This nurtures your foundational emotional security and allows your inner radiance to expand through generosity. Somatic exercise, radiant heart elbow opening. Stand or sit tall with elbows bent at your sides, forearms parallel to the floor. Slowly draw your elbows back, gently squeezing your shoulder blades together. As you inhale, imagine your chest expanding and your heart opening wide. As you exhale, soften. Then, practice gentle, expansive arm movements from the right elbow, as if radiating warmth and making inviting space for others around you. This physically embodies making space for others and strengthens your capacity for generous self expression from your emotional core. Nourishing foods for the heart chakra with this moon. Focus on vibrant, colorful fruits and vegetables, especially red and orange for vitality. Heart healthy fats like avocado and nuts, and green foods. The new moon in Virgo, September 21st and October 21st, 2025. Constellation energy. These two consecutive new moons in Virgo are exceptionally powerful for you, as Virgo directly hosts your Venus, Mars, and Pluto, making these elevated lunar forces. Associated Adonisian points. This energy amplifies your left wrist and your fourth anahata chakra of accepting situations with ease. These new moons powerfully touch your fifth palace of your creativity, pleasure, and children. Predictive insight. These twin new moons offer profound opportunities for alchemical transformation in your creative expression, passions, and daily routines. Expect deep insights into your patterns of self-criticism and perfectionism, leading to a new, more accepting approach to your life's enjoyment and creations. Prepare for new methods of channeling your intense drive into purposeful, joyful output. Healing and alchemy focus. To heal and transform, release the compulsion for perfection and the intensity of self-criticism that can inhibit your joy and creative flow. Practice radical self-acceptance for yourself and your creations, knowing that true beauty often lies in imperfection. Embrace ease and fluidity in your actions and expressions. Somatic exercise. Wrist release for creative flow. Extend your left wrist forward. Gently rotate your wrist in slow circles, both clockwise and counterclockwise. Then, allow your hand to hang heavy, gently shaking it out as if releasing tension and control. Next, slowly clench your hand into a gentle fist and then fully spread your fingers wide, feeling the contrast. As you do this, visualize accepting situations with ease, allowing the energy of Pluto to transform rigid control into fluid power, and the lovers of Venus and Mars to express creativity without the burden of perfection. Nourishing foods for this heart chakra. Focus on cleansing and purifying foods like cruciferous vegetables, broccoli and cauliflower, leafy greens, and lean proteins. Herbal teas that promote digestion and calm the nervous system are also beneficial. New moon in Libra, November 19th, 2025. Constellation energy. This new moon lands in Libra, directly activating your moon, Saturn, and North Node, making this a profoundly elevated lunar force for you. Associated Adonisian points. This energy amplifies your right wrist and your fourth anahata chakra of accepting the world. It powerfully touches your sixth palace of your approach to well-being and service. Predictive insight. This is a pivotal new moon for your soul's evolution, marking new beginnings in your relationships and your approach to service and well-being. Expect profound insights into how you balance your needs with others, leading to new strategies for harmonious partnership and discerning commitment. This is a time to embrace true interdependence and acceptance. Healing and alchemy focus. To heal and transform, cultivate inner balance and assertive communication. Release people-pleasing tendencies and the fear of necessary conflict. Embrace the spiritual truth that true harmony arises from authenticity, not from the suppression of your own needs. This nurtures your capacity to accept the world in its beautiful duality through heart-centered wisdom. Somatic exercise. Balanced wrist and heart expansion. Extend your right wrist forward. Slowly draw your hand back towards your heart on the inhale and extend it forward on the exhale, as if offering or receiving. Then, practice gentle balancing exercises. For example, standing on one foot, or even if lightly, holding support, while focusing on your inner equilibrium. As you breathe, visualize the energy of your right wrist allowing you to gracefully give and receive, accepting the world with an open heart. This enhances your capacity for harmonious interaction and balanced exchange. Nourishing foods for the heart chakra during this moon. Emphasize foods that promote balance and alkalinity, such as leafy greens, colorful fruits, whole grains, and healthy fats. Herbal teas like chamomile or lemon balm can aid emotional regulation. New Moon in Sagittarius, December 19th, 2025. Constellation Energy. This new moon lands in Sagittarius, directly activating your Mercury and Neptune, making this a profoundly elevated lunar force for you. Associated Adonisian points. This energy amplifies your right knee, the sacred flow of pride in your forward motion, and your ninth palace, your philosophical truths and expansive horizons. It touches upon the sacral and solar plexus chakras, empowering your willpower and intuitive wisdom, predictive insight. This is an exceptionally potent new moon for expanding your worldview, embracing new philosophies, and trusting your deepest intuition. Expect breakthroughs in your pursuit of truth, potentially leading to expansive insights about your future, direction, and purpose. This moon emphasizes integrating your personal pride with an open, adventurous spirit. Healing and alchemy focus. To heal and transform, cultivate unconditional trust in your innate wisdom and innate guidance. Release any rigid beliefs or self-righteousness that may hinder your expansion. Allow your journey to be guided by inner knowing, embracing the fluidity of truth. Nurture the flow of sacred CSF, visualizing it as the elixir of boundless wisdom and intuitive clarity, preparing you for expansive and authentic forward movement. Somatic exercise, knee and hip mobility for expansive flow. Begin by gently circling your ankles and knees while seated, then transition to standing, performing slow, deliberate hip circles, both clockwise and counterclockwise, emphasizing the release of tension in your right knee. Visualize energy flowing freely from your core down through your right leg, connecting you to the expansive energies of the earth and cosmos. Nourishing foods for the sacral solar plexus chakras. Focus on vibrant orange and yellow foods, sweet potatoes, oranges, and corn, for example, healthy fats, avocado and nuts, and lean proteins to support energy and fluidity. Herbal teas like ginger or turmeric can enhance vitality. So I needed to take a break because the sitting and everything is so intense. I just wanted to share with you this desert rain and this beautiful garden. Isn't my garden so beautiful? And it's here in the desert. I have a living oasis. I water my garden religiously every single day. And in that little patch, that is actually my own little water garden, which is inspired and predicated on Mayan knowledge of the planets and the Pythagorean theorem of the music of the spheres. I incorporated it and I call it my water temple, and I told my neighbor who lives back there in that house behind me. And that same day it rained here in Tucson, ending an 18-year drought, and it's been raining like this stably, reliably, at least in my home. And as you can tell, all over the neighborhood, It's green here, and it's because of me. The new moon in Sagittarius, the second consecutive one on January 18th, 2026. This constellation's energy. This second consecutive new moon in Sagittarius continues to directly activate your Mercury and Neptune, doubling down on this elevated lunar force for you. Associated Adonisian points. This further amplifies your right knee and your ninth palace of your philosophical truths and expansive horizons. The continued focus touches the sacral and solar plexus chakras, reinforcing your willpower and intuitive wisdom. The predictive insight. This month deepens the themes from December, offering an opportunity to solidify new philosophical understandings, integrate intuitive leaps, and make concrete plans for future expansion. And what a perfect time during the New Year's! It's a powerful period for embodying the wisdom you've gained and stepping boldly into your personal truth. Expect to feel more confident in your unique path and beliefs. Healing and alchemy focus. To heal and transform, commit to embodying your personal truth and expanding your horizons. Challenge any remaining self limiting beliefs, especially those related to your capacity for leadership or especially impact. Cultivate a fearless approach to exploration, both inner and outer. Nurture the flow of sacred CSF, visualizing it as liquid courage, supporting your unwavering commitment to your authentic self and your expansive vision. Somatic exercise, dynamic leg swings, and grounded stands. Stand with good posture. Gently swing one leg forward and back, then side to side, focusing on fluid movement originating from the hip joint, particularly the right side. Ground firmly through the standing leg, then switch legs. This helps integrate the expansive energy while maintaining stability. Nourishing foods for the sacral solar plexus chakras. Continue with vibrant orange-yellow foods, adding whole grains for sustained energy. Incorporate spices like saffron or cumin for warming and empowering effects. And maybe some Mexican food. New moon in Aquarius, February 17th, 2026, an annular eclipse. Constellation energy. This potent annular eclipse new moon lands in Aquarius, directly activating your midheaven, making this a profoundly elevated lunar force for you. Associated Adonisian points. This energy amplifies your right foot of flexible action on your public path and your 10th palace, your public image, career, and legacy. It touches the heart and crown chakras, emphasizing community connection and higher ideals. Predictive insight. This is an exceptionally powerful and fated new moon for your public image, career trajectory, and long-term legacy. The eclipse energy suggests significant shifts, new directions, or a profound re-evaluation of your public role and contribution. Expect innovative ideas, a strong pull towards humanitarian endeavors, and a desire to serve the collective in a unique way. Healing and alchemy focus. To heal and transform, release any rigid attachments to conventional success or public perception. Instead, embrace your unique, innovative approach to leadership and service. Allow for radical shifts in your public expression, trusting that your authentic contribution will elevate your legacy. Nurture the flow of sacred CSF, visualizing it as a clear stream of visionary insight and collective consciousness, preparing you for profound shifts in your public presence. Somatic exercise, foot and ankle articulation for adaptive action. Sit and gently rotate your right foot at the ankle, both clockwise and counterclockwise. Point and flex the foot to enhance flexibility. While standing, shift your weight from heel to toe and from the inner to outer edges of your feet, practicing grounding and adaptability. Imagine your right foot as the agile instrument of your public destiny. Nourishing foods for the heart and crown chakras. Focus on green foods like leafy greens or spirulina for the heart, and purple foods like blueberries or eggplant for the crown. Hydration is key, so plenty of water and herbal infusions. The new moon in Pisces on March 18th, 2026. Constellation energy. This new moon lands in Pisces, inviting you into a realm of deep spirituality, intuition, and compassion. While not directly activating a natal placement, it creates a powerful backdrop for transpersonal healing. Associated Adonisian points. This energy subtly touches the crown and third eye chakras, emphasizing spiritual connection, dreams, and intuition. It resonates with the 12th palace of your hidden realms, spirituality, and unconscious. Predictive insight. This lunar cycle encourages deep introspection, dream work, and an expanded sense of compassion for yourself and others. Expect heightened intuition, vivid dreams, and a strong pull towards spiritual practices that foster surrender and transcendence. It's a time for releasing what no longer serves your spiritual path. Healing and alchemy focus. To heal and transform, cultivate radical self-compassion and allow for deep emotional release. Surrender control and trust the flow of the universe. Engage in practices that connect to your subconscious mind, such as dream journaling, creative expression, or deep meditation. Nurture the flow of sacred CSF, visualizing it as pure divine light, dissolving illusions and fostering a sense of boundless connection. Somatic exercise. Fluid spinal movements and gentle head nods. Sit comfortably. Gently sway your torso side to side, imagining your spine is a flexible reed. Perform very gentle, slow head nods and turns, releasing tension in the neck and inviting energetic flow to the crown. Visualize an ethereal waterfall of light cascading from your crown down your spine. Nourishing foods for the crown and third eye chakras. Focus on purple foods, eggplant, purple cabbage, plums. Please let me know if you like some recipes. Light detoxifying foods and plenty of water or clear broths. Herbal teas like lavender or chamomile, or both combined, can support relaxation and spiritual connection. The new moon in Pisces on April 16th, 2026. The constellation energy. This second consecutive new moon in Pisces continues to deepen the themes of spirituality, intuition, and surrender. Associated Adonisian points. This reinforces the activation of your crown and third eye chakras, emphasizing spiritual connection, dreams, and intuition. It continues to resonate with the 12th palace of your hidden realms, spirituality, and unconscious. Predictive insight. This month deepens the themes of introspection and spiritual connection from March. Expect further clarity on your spiritual path, more profound intuitive insights, and an enhanced ability to release old energetic patterns that no longer serve your highest good. It's a powerful time for integrating spiritual insights into your daily life. Healing and alchemy focus. To heal and transform, embrace the power of compassionate release. Allow old wounds or limiting beliefs to surface and dissolve with tenderness. Practice forgiveness of yourself and others. Engage in conscious dreaming and creative visualization to access deeper wisdom. Finally, nurture the flow of sacred CSF, visualizing it as a soothing current of healing light, purifying your energetic field. Somatic exercise. Grounded surrender and breath work. Lie on your back with knees bent, feet flat on the floor. Allow your spine to feel fully supported by the ground. Practice a gentle, expansive breath, allowing your belly to rise and fall. And on each exhale, visualize releasing any tension or resistance into the earth. Feel utterly supported and held. Nourishing foods for the crown and third eye chakras. continue with light, easily digestible foods. Consider adding adaptogens like ashwagandha or reishi mushroom to support emotional balance and spiritual resilience. The new moon in Aries, May 16th, 2026. Constellation energy. This new moon lands in Aries, directly activating your south node, making this a profoundly elevated lunar force for you. Associated Adonisian points. This energy amplifies your right hip, releasing control for rebirth, and subtly touches your first palace, your self-identity and beginnings. It resonates strongly with the root and solar plexus chakras, empowering new beginnings and self-initiation. Predictive insight. This is an exceptionally potent new moon for fresh starts, asserting your authentic self and releasing old patterns that hinder your pioneering spirit. Expect a surge of initiating energy, a desire for courageous action, and breakthroughs in your identity. This moon emphasizes transcending past karmic tendencies to embrace powerful new beginnings. Healing and alchemy focus. To heal and transform, consciously release the need for external validation or the pressure to control outcomes. Embrace your fierce inner initiator and trust your impulses for authentic self-expression. Step boldly into new territories. Step boldly into new territories, both internally and externally, knowing you are shedding old skins for profound rebirth. Nurture the flow of sacred CSF, visualizing it as a vibrant surge of pioneering energy, empowering fearless self-creation. Somatic exercise, hip opening and rooting practice. Start by sitting comfortably on the floor or a cushion. Perform gentle hip circles. Then move into a gentle butterfly stretch, allowing the knees to fall open. Visualize roots extending from your hips and tailbone into the earth, anchoring your new beginnings. Practice subtle weight shifts through your right hip to release old holding patterns. Nourishing foods for the root and solar plexus chakras. Focus on grounding red foods like beets and pomegranates, and red meat if applicable, and warming spices like cayenne pepper or black pepper to ignite your inner fire. The new moon in Taurus, June 14th, 2026. The constellation energy. This new moon lands in Taurus, directly activating your Ascendant and Chiron, making this a profoundly elevated lunar force for you. Associated Adonisian points. This energy amplifies your left shoulder, releasing burdens for authentic self-expression, and your first palace, your self, identity, and beginnings. It strongly resonates with the root and heart chakras, emphasizing grounding, self-worth, and inner peace. Predictive insight. This is an exceptionally potent new moon for solidifying your identity, establishing new foundations, and healing deep wounds related to self-worth and burdens carried. Expect a powerful emphasis on your values, stability, and finding comfort within your own skin. It's a time for grounded self-expression and nurturing what truly nourishes you. Healing and alchemy focus. To heal and transform, consciously release any inherited burdens or old narratives of unworthiness that you've carried on your shoulders. Embrace your inherent self-worth and cultivate unwavering self-acceptance. Ground yourself in sensory experiences and find peace and simplicity. Nurture the flow of sacred CSF, visualizing it as a nourishing balm that soothes old wounds and solidifies your inherent value, preparing you for authentic self-embodiment. The somatic exercise, shoulder and neck release with grounding breath. Sit or stand with shoulders relaxed. Gently roll your left shoulder forward and back. Perform slow circular motions with your head, releasing tension in your neck. As you breathe, visualize heavy burdens lifting from your shoulder. Ground your feet firmly, feeling stable and rooted in your body. Nourishing foods for the root and heart chakras. Focus on earthy foods root vegetables, whole grains, green leafy vegetables for the heart, and foods rich in healthy fats like avocado and healthy nuts for grounding and nourishment. New moon in Gemini, July 14th, 2026. Constellation energy. This new moon lands in Gemini, emphasizing communication, versatility, and the integration of dualities. While not directly activating a natal placement, it creates a powerful backdrop for mental clarity and expression. This energy subtly touches your throat and third eye chakras, emphasizing clear communication, intellectual curiosity, and mental agility. Predictive insight. This lunar cycle encourages clear communication, intellectual exploration, and flexible thinking. Expect new ideas, opportunities for learning, and a desire to connect and exchange information. It's a time for integrating different facets of your personality and expressing your truth with clarity. Healing and alchemy focus. To heal and transform, cultivate clear and authentic communication, both with yourself and others. Release any mental clutter or indecision. Embrace versatility and open mindedness, allowing new ideas to inspire you. Nurture the flow of sacred CSF, visualizing it as a sparkling current of pure thought and clear expression, enhancing your mental agility and ability to articulate your deepest insights. Somatic exercise, jaw and throat releasing with vocal toning. Gently massage your jaw muscles and around your throat. One great way to do so is with a sphere made of crystal garnet. Take a deep breath, and on the exhale, hum or gently tone a low, sustained sound to vibrate your throat chakra. Perform gentle neck stretches to release tension. This supports clear communication and expression. Nourishing foods for the throat and the third eye chakras. Focus on hydrating foods, water and fresh fruits, for example, blue and purple foods like berries and plums for the throat, and light, easily digestible meals. Herbal teas like peppermint or licorice can soothe the throat. The Grand Overture, your infinite unfolding. Aaron, we began this extraordinary journey by dismantling the conventional, by peering through the veil of perceived limitations, to reveal a universe intrinsically woven with your very being. What we have traversed together is not merely an astrological reading or a wellness plan. It is an unveiling of your deepest truth, a resurgence of ancient wisdom illuminated by the cutting edge of modern science. This report is your testament, your personal declaration of an alchemy of the self, a profound, deliberate transformation from within. The cosmos within, your unveiled blueprint. We started by recalibrating your celestial map, anchoring it to the true astronomical constellations, the actual cosmic architecture that speaks directly to the core of who you are. In doing so, we've illuminated a blueprint far more accurate and dynamic than previously imagined. Your sun in Ophiuchus, the powerful serpent bearer, isn't just a placement. It's a living symbol of your innate capacity for profound healing, for embodying the very forces of transformation. This constellation doesn't just describe your power, it declares your destiny to hold and channel immense spiritual current. The deeper we delved, the more luminous your unique energetic hotspots became. Your nadir in Leo at the right elbow, your Venus, Mars, and Pluto in Virgo at the left wrist, your Moon, Saturn, and North Node in Libra at the right wrist. Each placement is not a static point, but a dynamic portal to specific aspects of your being, your capacity to make space for others, to embrace ease in challenging situations, to accept the world in its totality. Your Ceres in Capricorn at the left knee speaks to humility in forward motion, while your Mercury and Neptune in Sagittarius at the right knee reveal the nuances of pride in your expansive journey. Your Ascendant and Chiron in Taurus at the left shoulder illuminate the path of releasing burdens and embracing authentic self expression. Even your South Node in Aries at the right hip becomes a guide, pointing to the alchemical process of releasing control and embracing collaborative rebirth. Your midheaven in Aquarius at the right foot is a call to flexible action and innovative stride on your public path. These are not mere cosmic influences. They are activated wellsprings of potential, each one a unique facet of your unfolding mastery. But amidst these revelations, one truth emerged as the crowning jewel, the very heart of your unique blueprint, your descendant in Scorpio at the Coccyx. This is no symbolic gesture. It is the literal activation of your holy grail, signifying that your first Muladhara chakra is not merely open, but powerfully alive and already flowing source of sacred cerebrospinal fluid, CSF. This is your inherent divine spark, the wellspring of life force flowing from the very base of your being. This isn't a potential you need to find. It's a reality you need only to nurture. The science of the sacred, bridging worlds, birthing miracles. For too long, the mystical and the scientific have been treated as separate realms. Yet, in your blueprint and the methodologies we've forged, they seamlessly merge. The profound experiences of heightened consciousness, mystical insights, and accelerated healing are not mere spiritual concepts. They are deeply rooted in the intelligent design of your physiology, orchestrated by the very fluids and networks within you. The cerebrospinal fluid, CSF, is not just a protective cushion, it is the true God seed, the very engine of neurological vitality and spiritual awakening. Its optimal production, rhythmic circulation, and efficient waste removal via the lymphatic system are paramount. Through conscious breathing, pranayama, and mindful somatic movements, we engage in a direct dialogue with this vital fluid. These practices subtly modulate intracranial pressure, stimulate the powerful vagus nerve, and release deep-seated facial restrictions, all of which create the perfect internal environment for unimpeded CSF flow. This optimized flow is the crucible for profound change. Modern neuroscience affirms that sustained periods of deep meditative stillness, particularly through focused practice, actively foster neurogenesis, the generation of new brain cells, and dramatically enhance neuroplasticity. Your brain is not fixed. It is a living, adaptable miracle capable of literally rewiring itself for greater resilience, enhanced cognitive function, and indeed, miraculous self healing. This is where the unseen becomes seen, where intention solidifies into physiological reality. Within this perfectly nurtured internal landscape, the conditions become ripe for the natural emergence of profound consciousness states, experiences often associated with the body's exquisite capacity to release endogenous compounds that facilitate deep mystical journeys. The light show, reported by many, including clients who embark on this path, is not simply a figment of imagination. It is a direct energetic signature, a tangible validation of heightened brain activity, and the expansion of your inner universe, a testament to the surging flow of your sacred CSF. This is your brain, activated, illuminated, and ready for unparalleled insights. The Alchemist's Path, a call to embodied mastery. This is the essence of your bespoke alchemical new moon schedule, a 13-step ascent to consciousness transformation. Each of the true astronomical new moons, precisely identified and uniquely tailored to your chart, serves as a potent energetic portal. When a new moon aligns with a constellation hosting one of your natal planets, it signifies an elevated force, an amplified window of opportunity to engage with that specific Adonisian joint, chakra, and palace, deepening its healing and awakening its potential. The genius of this plan lies in its holistic integration, precise timing, aligning with the lunar rhythms for maximum energetic leverage, targeted healing, addressing specific Adonisian joints and chakras that hold your unique karmic patterns and opportunities for growth, embodied somatics, utilizing mindful movement to release physical and energetic blockages, promoting CSF flow and nervous system regulation, conscious breathwork, employing pranayama techniques to purify, energize, and direct your vital life force, preparing the internal landscape for profound inner experiences. Nourishing alchemy, supporting your body's alchemical processes with foods that resonate with your specific chakra needs. The journey you are embarking on is a daily commitment to yourself, a consistent honoring of your inner wisdom. It is designed to powerfully facilitate the upward current of your sacred CSF, guiding it from your activated first chakra, the negative feminine pole at your coccyx, towards your seventh chakra and pineal gland, the positive masculine pole at the crown of your head. This vertical integration of energy is the very mechanism of profound consciousness shifts, healing energy, and the realization of your highest potential. The resonant future, your legacy of light. Aaron, this journey transcends personal well-being. It impacts your entire sphere of influence. By consciously engaging with your blueprint, by nurturing the sacred CSF, and by embracing these alchemical practices, you are not just optimizing your performance on every level, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, but also becoming a beacon. Your amplified clarity, enhanced intuition, and profound inner peace will radiate outwards, impacting your career, your relationships, and your contributions to the world. You are stepping into your role as a modern luminary, demonstrating what is truly possible when ancient wisdom is integrated with contemporary understanding. Your commitment to this path is a testament to the limitless potential of the human spirit. This is your moment to fully embody the alchemist of the self. The seeds for this magnificent unfolding are already within you. All that remains is for you to nurture them, to breathe life into them, and to witness the extraordinary garden that emerges. Don't look for the Holy Grail, for you are the Holy Grail.